It's time for Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix, with live video online at CPG-TV.com. The Warriors will take on Garrett in Game 1 of the Wawasee Holiday Invitational. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Northern Lakes Realty, Pizza King, Syracuse Glass, State Farm Insurance Agent Dan Buckman, Lake City Bank, Chubby's Pub and Grub, Brook Point Inn, Syracuse Pizza Hut, Pilcher Shoes, Oakwood Resort, Shop Offs Drive-In, Foil Plumbing, Goshen Home Medical, 1950 Signs and Graphics, and Sox Marina. Now let's take you to the Hardwood TP with today's call. Here is Rhett Copeland and Andrew Mamone.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome inside the Hardwood CP. I'm Rhett Copeland alongside my broadcast partner, Andrew Mamone. We're going to be bringing you the action of today's Wawasee Holiday Invite. First game is Wawasee versus Garrett, two teams that have not played each other in recent history and don't have a lot of history with each other. So they're beginning that history now, writing a new chapter in the book. Welcome into the booth, everybody. Andrew, good to be back with you broadcasting game. I think this might be the first game that we've ever broadcasted together as a duo,
it is,
and we're not even in high school anymore.
Yes, it's a little ironic there, and as long as Garrett and Wawasee are making history, we are as well in our first game broadcasting together. It's definitely going to be a good one here. Like you said, Rhett, they have not seen each other, but they have seen a lot of similar opponents over the years, Wawasee being in the NLC and then Garrett in the NECC. Play a lot of common opponents in Fairfield, West Noble, Central Noble, like that. So even though they haven't seen each other, they have seen how they play against teams they played against.
And coming into this game, both of these teams are pretty similar in terms of record and also in the direction of the program. Wawasee sitting at 2-6, 0-1 in their conference. Garrett 1-7, 0-3 in the NECC. So both of these teams off to kind of slow starts so far this season. Looking to get things going here as we get into 2019. Looking to end 2018 on a high note here in the holiday tournament. Wawasee's coming off a big win, though, against a very talented Central Noble team. And you're familiar with them because you went to Fairfield and they're in the same conference. So you've seen Central Noble plenty of times.
Yes, I've seen Central Noble many times, and they have definitely improved that program a lot. They used to be not really a team that you would pay too much attention to, and in recent years they have really started to put themselves back on the map, especially in their girls team just winning state this past year. But their guys have done a really great job as well, and Wawasee did get a big win over them in their last game.
Wawasee coming off that big win against Central Noble. Garrett's last game was against Leo, where they lost 81-51, so a 30-point blowout loss for the Railroaders in their last contest. So they're looking to switch the direction of the team right now and end 2018 on a good note here in this holiday invite with a lot of talented teams. Also, Lakewood Park Christian and Hanover Central here as well. They'll be in the second game, which will be Mason Gray and Braxton Gray on the call of that one here on the mix. But Garrett looking to get things back. They have been plagued by injuries this entire season. We talked to head coach Brian Leverins, who was just 4-27 in his second year at Garrett, so it's been a tough 2 years for him. But he mentioned that they have been without their second-best scorer for half the season so far, and it's really hard to win games when you don't have your second leading scorer.
Oh, definitely, Red. When it comes on the offensive side of the ball, I mean, every team can play defense. Defense is really all heart and hustle, but offense does require a different kind of thing that defense does. So when you lose one of those natural scores, it really hurts your team. And Garrett just really hasn't had that second guy step up for them, although they still have their leading scorer right now. So he's looking to make some moves for him. I believe that they're looking to rely on number 25, Luke Carey. Is that correct?
Kobe Lucarelli, the leading scorer with 11.4 points per game. And the guy they're missing today is Graham Kellum, a freshman guard, actually, who averages 10.8 points per game, and he is not even dressing today. They've got a different player wearing his jersey today, and they are not without him for this tournament, so that'll be a big loss.
Well, he's their second leading scorer, and he doesn't have 4 games already on the year,
right.
So he's definitely had a really good start to his season already. But there is no better time to turn your season around than the holiday tournament. It's a fresh start, a clean slate. These games really don't mean anything in your season except for just some confidence boosters. Wawasee last year definitely in their holiday tournament got a big boost. They beat a really good team in the first game and then fell in a really close game in the championship. So they kind of turned their season around right there. Let's see if both Wawasee and Garrett can do the same here today.
Wawasee and Garrett going to be tipping off in a little over 10 minutes here in the first game of the Wawasee Holiday Tournament. It's going to be a good one between the Warriors and the Railroaders. We'll be back with more Wawasee Boys Basketball Holiday Invitational action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Sox Marina on the east side of Webster Lake. Boat storage, service, and sales. Proud supporter of Wawasee Athletics and proud dealers of Trifecta Pontoons, Polar Craft Boats, Mercury, and Tohatsu Outboards. Online at soxmarina.com or at 574-834-2894.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you today in part by 1950 Signs and Graphics in Cromwell. Get custom solutions to your sign needs, including banners, commercial signs, graphic designs, and vehicles. 1950 Signs and Graphics in Cromwell. On Facebook at 1950 Signs and Graphics. 574-325-0758.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Goshen Home Medical, offering sports bracing, power chairs and scooters, lift chairs, hospital beds, diabetic footwear, walkers, stair and vehicle lifts, respiratory equipment, and more with delivery. Goshen Home Medical at 1501 South Main Street in Goshen, 574-533-0626 or online at goshenhomemedical.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Foyle Plumbing in Syracuse. Whether your home or business needs plumbing, heating, cooling, well, or septic services, Foyle Plumbing's trained experts can help. Go Warriors! Foyle Plumbing, 574-658-4134.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Shop Off Drive-In on State Road 13 in Syracuse. Before the game, corn dogs, Spanish dogs, a variety of sandwiches including pizza burgers and breaded cheeseburgers, deep fried veggies, root beer floats, and car hop service is available. Shop-offs will be closed until January, next to Horizon Bank, located on State Road 13 in Syracuse. 574-457-3012.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back inside the Hardwood TP here at Wawasee High School. Garrett and Wawasee getting ready to tip off in the first game of the Wawasee Holiday Invite. We were able to catch up with Coach Everingham earlier this morning. I sat down with him and got an interview, and we have that for you now.
It's time for Wawasee Warrior.
Good morning, Coach. Thanks for joining us today.
Glad to be here.
So from the beginning of the season to now, how have you seen this team change?
Well, you know, I'm going to go off script just a little bit, okay?
Sure,
and
go for it.
I know this is, we're here to talk about a little basketball today, and I'd like to talk about you just a little bit. Welcome back to Wawasee High School.
Thank you, thank you.
Tell us what you've been up to just a little bit. Take a few minutes.
Okay, well, I'm a sophomore at Ball State studying digital sports production, so I'm right where I want to be. I got a great start here at Wawasee in the radio and TV program, and
Yep.
I'm at Ball State broadcasting games, learning how to produce live events, and doing a lot of different things that never
Cool.
would have ever dreamed of doing. But yeah, I'm glad to be back. Thanks
We
for
got
asking.
we got all the old boys back in town to do the games today, and you know, from a school administrator perspective, we're glad to see you guys back, and hope you have a lot of fun. Let's talk some basketball.
Yeah. All right. So from the beginning of the season
Yeah.
to now, how has this team changed?
You know, I don't think we've changed a whole lot. We're executing better offensively, and you know, from game 1 and 2, we were getting some really good shots, and so we started out the season, you know, really inexperienced. We have some guys in there that didn't have a lot of varsity experience, and those shots now are becoming more comfortable for us, and the execution of our offense. And you know, defensively, we haven't changed a whole lot. We're just sticking to the basics and really playing tough, solid defense. And so, you know, this tournament's really important today. And I told you before we got on camera, I'm a little nervous because, you know, right around Christmas time and into, the beginning games in January are times when you kind of have a feel for your team. Your team, we are who we are. And so, it's important for us to come out and play really solid today.
Coming off of a good win against a very solid Central Noble team, how do you keep that momentum rolling into the tournament today?
Yeah, I think just do what we do. We haven't changed a whole lot. We put in a couple additional sets. We got some rest, and I think that's important for our guys to rest a little bit and kind of get geared up for the long haul here in January and February. Obviously Central Noble was a huge win for us, and we executed exceptionally well. We got good shots at the basket, and so it gives our guys a little bit of confidence. We're well rested. So we feel really good going into today, and you never really know when that ball goes up what's going to happen, but I feel like we're in a really good place. So obviously our focus is on Garrett, in that first game, and if we get a chance to play Lakewood Park or Hanover Central in the evening championship game, I think that'd be a fun experience for us.
So you mentioned being well rested and being in a really good place over this holiday break that the kids have had off from school and some time off from practice. How have you been able to keep them focused and keep them tuned into what is going on here with the basketball program while also being able to give them that time off that they need?
Yeah, I think you would think over break your practices are a little longer, but we're just in a spot right now. We just go in and we really try to nail practice in a short amount of time, maybe 90 minutes, max, and then shoot some free throws. But really it's kind of a short spurts. And so we did come in Wednesday, the day after Christmas, and we had 2 hour-and-a-half practices. So we came in the morning, kind of ran off some of that, I didn't run, that food off from the holidays, but the kids got a chance to kind of get some conditioning in the morning. And then in the evening, we worked on some execution type stuff. So I think it's been short and sweet and really focusing in on, fundamentally, we're in a real good place. So it's about execution right now, offensively and defensively. And it's time to go play a couple games and kind of see where we're at. And then we'll have all of next week to get ready for Northwood, our second conference game.
How important is it to get a win in this first game against Garrett to build momentum, not only for the second game of the day, but also as you continue on with the season and maybe looking to get a little bit of a win streak going?
Yeah, this one's big, and it's not going to be a well-attended game, and so it's big for us just because, playing in a consolation game, at 6 o'clock on your home floor is not one that we probably will get a lot out of, and so obviously we're going to play the game, we're going to play hard if we're in that situation, but to get past this first one and give ourselves a chance, a championship. Last year we had Austin Miller had a three-pointer in the air to beat South Bend St. Joe to win our own tournament. This is the second year for our own tournament, so we really need to get past this first one to give ourselves a chance, and depending on who's there, there'll be a good team there waiting for us.
Now, what do you need to do today in order to be successful against Garrett? What are some keys to the game you would say that your team needs to fulfill and complete in order to get a win against a good Garrett team?
It's pretty easy possessions. We've been taking care of the ball pretty well, and they have a tendency to turn the ball over, and so we need to win that battle, and it needs to be by a good margin there, where if we can turn the ball over 10 or less times, and if they turn the ball up into the 16 to 22 range, I think we're going to be in good shape in that first game.
All right, Coach, thank you for joining us today, and good luck in today's holiday tournament and with the rest of your season.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
About with that, because he said most of it all. He said just trying to build some momentum here against a good Garrett team, and they want to get to the championship because that'd be a lot better for the team and the morale and everything, and he really just wants a big win against a pretty solid Garrett team in the first game.
Yeah, and he said that it wasn't going to be a well-attended game, and in this first game, the gym is almost empty here, so that's for sure. But if they get this win in the first game, expect a big turnout for that championship game on their home floor.
We're going to go ahead and take a break. Under 5 minutes till tip-off between Wawasee and Garrett. We'll be back with more Wawasee Boys Holiday Basketball Invitational action on 93.7 FM, The Mix, and CPG-TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Oakwood Resort in Syracuse. Oakwood Resort is offering a fun, busy work environment with a variety of responsibilities available on their team. Ideal for staycations with a seasonal winter rate for the hotel. The waterfront restaurant offers fine dining in a casual environment with selections as simple as chicken tenders or more upscale like surf and turf. 574-457-7100 or online at oakwoodresort.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you today by Pilcher Shoes in North Webster, offering men's and women's Brooks, walking and running shoes in men's sizes 7 to 16 and women's 5 to 13. Fitting narrow, medium wide, and extra wide. Pilcher Shoes, helping your knees, hips, and feet problems for over 70 years on State Road 13 in North Webster, 574-834-7463, or online at pilchershoes.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Syracuse Pizza Hut. Pizza, pasta, wings, desserts, indoor seating for the whole family, online ordering, adult beverages, and all-day delivery in the Syracuse area. Syracuse Pizza Hut on State Road 13, 574-457-8300, or online at pizzahut.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Brook Point Inn in Syracuse, offering an indoor saltwater pool, romantic getaways, cabin rental, zipline, a weekly yoga and water aerobics class, and facilities for your wedding, private party, or event. Brook Point Inn, just west of Burger King in Syracuse, 574-457-4466, or online at brookpointinn.com.
Broadcasting from Wawasee High School at number 1 Warrior Path in Syracuse, Indiana, we are 93.7 FM The Mix, WRWTLP Syracuse, a Pathways program.
Wawasee Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Chubby's Pub and Grub in Syracuse. Before the game, burgers, wings, fries, pizza, and dinner specials. Chubby's Pub and Grub inside Wawasee Bowl on State Road 13 in Syracuse. Proudly supporting our Wawasee Warrior athletes.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Welcome back, everybody, to Wawasee High School. Just moments away from tip-off between Garrett and Wawasee. Not a big crowd here today on hand, Andrew, for this first game, but should Wawasee be able to come away with a win and end up in the championship, you'd think there'd be a bigger crowd there, but nonetheless, Wawasee and Garrett going to square off in a good battle today.
You know, even though there's really not that many people here, Rhett, they're still playing on their home court, so Wawasee still does have that home field advantage. They know the rims, they know the area, they know the lines on the court. It is the inaugural season of this new court, though, but they are definitely familiar in being home, even though they don't have the energy from the crowd behind them.
And nonetheless, I think Wawasee is going to come out and play a hard game. Coach Everingham talked about having his team prepared over this break, even though they've had some time off. He was really stressing the fact that they have to stay focused while also practicing light. We are going to go ahead and take a break for the national anthem, and that's coming up right now. All right, we are just seconds away from tip-off between Wawasee and Garrett. But first, let's go ahead and start with the Garrett starting lineup. Starting at guard, a senior, number 20, Sam Farney. At guard, a junior, number 22, Warren Joseph. At guard, a senior, number 24, Paxton Hefty. At forward, the leading scorer on the team, senior Kobe Lucarelli, wearing number 25. And Corbin Yarian rounds out the starting lineup. He is a senior center, and he is the 5 in the Garrett starting lineup.
Now we're going to go ahead and give you the Wawasee starting lineup. Starting at guard, a senior, number 14, Ben Hoffert. Starting at guard, a junior, number 22, Austin Miller, the leading scorer for the Warriors so far in the year. Starting at guard, number 30, a senior, Aaron Evans. Starting at forward, number 32, another senior, Josh Slabaugh. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 42, a junior, Ethan Hardy.
Teams out on the floor now, getting ready for a tip-off. It is the first game of the Wawasee Holiday Invitational. Wawasee and Garrett tipping off. Corbin Yarian in the circle for Garrett, and Austin Miller in the circle for Wawasee. A little bit of a size disadvantage there. Austin Miller standing at 6 foot, and Corbin Yarian standing at 6'5", so a little bit of a mismatch there, but the tip won by Wawasee, so great job by Austin Miller as he collects the ball from Josh Slabaugh, passes it to the top of the key for Bennett Hoffert, who drives right, passes it off to the wing for Evans. Evans dribbles, top of the key, back to Miller. Miller drives in, pulls back, swings it to Slabaugh. Slabaugh back to Miller. Wawasee moving the ball around here. Foot on the line. Hardy pulls it. Does not get the shot to go, and the rebound grabbed by Sam Farney. Garrett coming the other way. Lucarelli has it, right wing, guarded by Austin Miller. Drives to the basket, right-hand floater, good, and Garrett's on the board first, 2-0.
You know, that was actually solid defense there by Hardy and Wawasee, but Lucarelli, just a really nice floater in the lane. A good job of creating his own shot there to get the first bucket of this holiday tourney.
Miller with the ball, drives to the free throw line, gives it up for Evans. Evans goes back to the elbow. Miller's open for 3 on the left wing, pulls the trigger, knocks it down, giving Wawasee a 3-2 lead with 7 minutes left in this first quarter of action. Garrett back quickly the other way, and on the drive, Lucarelli gets fouled. It's going to be on Austin Miller on the floor, so Garrett's going to take the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket.
We got a substitution here for Wawasee. Number 10, Cam Salazar, is coming in for Austin Miller. And back on that last possession, a beautiful wall screen set by Hardy to get Miller open, who knocked down the open 3.
Garrett comes out of their box set, gets the ball in bounds. Farney gets it, swings it to Lucarelli. Lucarelli dribbles back behind the volleyball spiking line, drives on the right side of the hoop, puts up a shot, spins out, ball still loose. Grabbed by Garrett, and the shot good by Warren Joseph. Right place, right time as he grabs a loose ball and puts it in. And going back and forth here a little bit early on, 6.5 to play in the first quarter. Garrett up 4-3. Evans pulls the trigger on a three-pointer, and he rattles it home. Evans liked what he saw, and he took the advantage. 6'4 Warriors now. Garrett pushes the ball up the floor quickly and looking to get their offense set. Joseph swings it top of the key for Lucarelli. Lucarelli steps back, misses the step back. Hardy with a nice hard rebound. Gives it to Salazar, who's pushing the ball up the floor for the Warriors. Salazar settles down, gives the offense in motion, gets a curling Hoffert the ball at the elbow. Hardy looking to pass it out underneath the basket, can't get it to Slabaugh, and that's a turnover for the Warriors as Garrett comes the other way. Hefty driving to the left, guarded by Evans, and we got a foul. It's going to be on the floor. So the second foul on the Warriors, first on Evans.
You know, Garrett has done a really good job of pushing the ball and catching Wawasee off guard, not letting them set their defense very well. Every time they've taken it out of bounds, they've come really quick and just pushed it right at Wawasee.
Lucarelli inbounds to Yarian. Yarian drives, and a charge on Corbin Yarian as Ethan Hardy stepped in front of him and took the hard contact. It's an offensive foul. Wawasee's going to get the ball.
Hardy did a really good job right there of taking that one in the chest. A really nice job moving your feet and getting in position.
Salazar running the point for the Warriors. Across the timeline, 5:45 left in the first. Wawasee leads 6-4. Evans on the drive to the free throw line, passes out of bounds. Thought Salazar would keep moving, but...
Yeah, a little miscommunication there between Evans and Salazar. Evans thought Salazar was going to continue fading down to the corner, and Salazar, I guess they just were not on the same page for that one.
Paxton Hefty, the senior guard for Garrett, brings the ball up the floor, passes it off to Joseph, who gives it to Yarian. Yarian gives it back to Lucarelli. Shot fake. Hardy goes airborne, and Lucarelli knocks it down, stepping around him. Tied up at 6, 5.5 to play. Evans receives the pass on the left wing. Drives, gives it back to Salazar at the top of the key. Salazar momentarily loses his dribble, recollects. Gives it to Evans left wing. Evans feeling it. Knocks down another three-pointer. Aaron Evans off to a hot start. 2 for 2 from behind the three-point line. 6 of Wawasee's 9 points early on, 5 to play. Sam Farney has the ball at the top of the key, guarded by the smaller Salazar. Yarian gets it left wing. Got a whistle, and going to be a foul on Wawasee. It's going to be Ethan Hardy picking up the foul.
In the opening minutes of this one, Rhett, Wawasee is really living and dying by the three-point line. I think they only have one shot from inside the three-point arc, so they're really living and dying by that three-point line. But it's working so far for them. They're 3 for 3 right now, with Evans hitting 2 and then Miller hitting 1. Right now we got a substitution for Garrett. Number 33, Logan Guard, is checking in, and number 54, Corbin Yarin, is coming out.
Logan Guard receives the inbounds pass. Gives it to Hefty at the top of the key, who sets up the Garrett offense. Warren Joseph drives left, and we got a travel call on Kobe Lucarelli after receiving the pass. So Lucarelli off to a quick start for Garrett. He's got 4 points. Their leading scorer on the season. Wawasee making a move. Substitution here. Austin Miller comes in, and Ethan Hardy goes to the bench. So Wawasee looking to go a little bit smaller here, but they've got some good three-point shooters in there with Bennett Hoffert and Austin Miller, and Aaron Evans, who's off to a hot start as well. So Garrett's going to have to be careful outside the three-point line. Evans in trouble, gives it to Hoffert. Hoffert gives it down low to Slaybaugh. Slaybaugh gets his shot blocked by Kobe Lucarelli out of nowhere, and then Josh Slaybaugh commits a foul on Sam Farney.
That was a good job by Lucarelli of coming down, rotating down low to meet Slaybaugh at the rim. He got a clean block with the hand, but it looks like he might have got him with the body. The rest are going to let it go, however. Defensive stop by Garrett, and they're going to bring it down by 3 with 4:15 left in this first quarter of play.
Lucarelli drives to the NLC logo just below the free throw line. Stops, turns, pops, no good, airballed, but grabbed by Farney, who lays in the reverse layup. Right place, right time for Sam Farney as he grabs it and puts it in. Warriors pushing it back the other way. Miller thought about a deep three, does not take it, drives to the free throw line. Evans gets it left wing, pulls the trigger, no good, in and out. Evans just missing his third three there. Garrett with the rebound, comes the other way. Hefty down low, gives it up for Logan Guard. Guard directing traffic. Lucarelli cuts. Ball goes back to Hefty at the half-court circle. Farney gets it right wing, guarded by Salazar. Back to Guard. Josh Slaybaugh trying to get through the screen. Knocks Paxton Hefty to the ground, and a foul on Slaybaugh.
Hefty, a smart play there. He knows that he's a smaller guy, and he's probably going to get run over there. Takes it, falls down, sells it a little bit, and Slaybaugh gets the call for Wawasee. Right now, the fouls are a little one-sided. Wawasee has 5, and Garrett only has 1, so Wawasee got to play a little less aggressive right now.
Garrett with the ball in bounds. Hefty drives, floater, no good, but in a charge down low. Cameron Salazar in position that time as the sophomore takes the charge and gets Wawasee the ball back. The second offensive foul of the game on Garrett. That's one of the things that Wawasee does really well is take charges. They've done a great job with that all season, and we've seen that already so far in this one. Wawasee coming the other way with it. Miller guarded by Lucarelli, gets a screen from Slaybaugh, drives all the way to the hoop, lays it up right hand and good. Nice take by Austin Miller. Got a nice screen at the top from Slaybaugh and took it all the way to the hole.
He saw the lane and he hit it hard. That's what you got to do when you see a lane.
Garrett swinging the ball around. Warren Joseph has it right wing. Lucarelli gets it top of the key, drives right, hands it back off to Joseph. Joseph drives, left hand layup, no good. Miller goes and grabs the rebound, gives it to Salazar, who's pushing it hard up the left side of the floor. Hesitation, drives to the hoop, makes a nice move across the defense. Can't get the shot to go. Sam Farney looked in position to take the charge, but Salazar moved around it but couldn't get the layup to go. Garrett coming the other way. Austin Miller tips it, and it is out of bounds right in front of the scorer's table. Nice jump there by Austin Miller to get in front of that pass.
We got a sub here for Wawasee. Hardy's going to be checking in, and number 32, Josh Slaybaugh, is going to be taking a seat.
Garrett has done a great job taking care of the ball so far. They average 16.3 turnovers a game, so they've done a great job taking care of the ball at this point. Coach Everingham for Wawasee wanted the Warriors to take advantage of that as Hefty drives. Gives it to Lucarelli. Lucarelli drives from the left wing, no good on the shot. Hardy grabs the rebound, gives it to Hoffert, who's pushing the ball up the floor. Right side, Miller gets it, dribbles, gives it back to Salazar. Swings it to Evans on the right wing. Evans drives right, guarded hard by Guard. Gives it to Salazar, escapes the defense. Miller gets it left wing, thought about the three, gives it up to Evans on the right side now. Miller pulls it top of the key, three, knocks it down, nothing but nylon. And Wawasee's extended their lead to 14-8 with a minute and a half left in the first.
4 of 5 to start out this game from the three-point line, Rhett. Wawasee's doing a great job of knocking them down from deep.
Lucarelli with a vicious crossover move on Austin Miller, gets the bank shot. The bank is open on a Friday morning as Lucarelli goes off the glass to get his 6th point of the game.
I'm really impressed with this Lucarelli kid being able to create his own shots.
14-10, Wawasee leads with a minute 15 left in the first. Miller gives it to Evans. Evans pulls the trigger top of the key, no good. Rebound grab by Logan, guard for Garrett.
Line drive on that three-pointer, just didn't put his legs all the way into it.
Hefty slows it down for the Railroaders. Across the timeline, guarded by Evans. Passes left for Lucarelli.
Under a minute left to play in this first quarter.
Lucarelli drives, no good on the left side. Glass, rebound by Hoffert. Hoffert passes up ahead for Hardy. Hardy grabs it close to the boundary, swings it back out for Miller. Miller pulls the trigger on a three and knocks it down. Great transition offense by the Warriors as they extend their lead to 7 points with 38 seconds left in the first quarter.
Miller's got 11 points already in this first quarter, 11 of Wawasee's 17.
Pass down low. Warren Joseph collects, kicks it out to Hefty. Three-pointer on the way. No good, rattles around. Miller tipped it away from Warren Joseph, and Hardy grabs the rebound. Salazar bringing the ball to the floor slowly with 20 seconds left in the first. Wawasee leading 17-10. They'll try for the last shot. Everingham barking commands on the sideline to his team. Hoffert receives the pass, gives it to Evans. Wawasee just cycling through things here. 6 seconds. Miller gets fouled. It's going to be a side out for the Warriors with 5.7 on the first quarter clock. So nearing the end of the first here, Wawasee leading 17-10.
We got a substitution here for Garrett. Number 24, Hefty is checking out, and number 12, Jarrett Bailey is going to be seeing his first minutes of the game with 5 seconds left in this first quarter.
Austin Miller's off to a hot start with 11 points as Salazar gets the ball and bounce to Hardy. Evans has it. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound up. Hardy puts it up, and no good. In and out on the shot. Hardy grabbed the missed shot and tried to get it up at the buzzer, no good. But at the end of the first, Wawasee leads at 17-10. They're off to a hot start. We'll be back with more Wawasee Boys Basketball Holiday Invitational action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix. And CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Lake City Bank, serving Indiana with 49 offices. We are proud to support all of our Wawasee Warrior teams. Find an office online at lakecitybank.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you today by State Farm Insurance agent Dan Buckman behind Syracuse Glass. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Online at dan4insurance.com. Go Warriors!
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Welcome back to the Hardwood TP, ladies and gentlemen. Rhett, I'm digging the new intros here for the mix. We got some new intros, a lot of new stuff being done by all the kids in the studio. So good work, everybody, making us look a little bit better.
Oh, yeah. Fresh 8 minutes on the clock. The clock is rolling as Garrett has the ball to start the second period. Warriors lead the Railroaders 17-10. Lucarelli drives to the free throw line, pulls it back, gives it to Hefty. Hefty gets it down low, poked away by Salazar, but Sam Farney grabs it anyway, and then he travels, picked up his pivot foot there. So a turnover by Garrett, like I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, they averaged 16 a game, and that is not a good number. So Garrett really wanting to limit those. Coach Brian Leverance for the Railroaders did say in our pregame discussion that it's just smart plays and being careful with the ball, and Garrett has done a good job of that so far, barring that one possession right there. Salazar guarded by Jarrett Bailey, the junior, into the game at the break. Miller with the turnaround J, no good. Hardy goes up and can't corral the rebound. Ball still loose. Hoffert dives for it and grabs it, and we're going to have a foul on the play. Loose ball foul on Garrett, so the ball loose for a while, and Wawasee ends up benefiting from it. It's the fourth foul of the game on Garrett, and Wawasee's going to have it with 7:21 to play.
Great hustle by Wawasee, but I'm not a fan of the foul call. Both guys were fighting for it. There wasn't really that much contact. Both of them kind of dove for it, so you just kind of want to let that one play out.
Miller drives to the top of the key, pulls it back. Salazar has it, dribbling, gives it to Miller. Miller with 11 points so far, steps inside the 2-point line, puts up a shot, no good. Thought he got fouled. Hardy fighting for the rebound. Leveren's unhappy with that. Evans to the hole, lays it up and in. Nice pass fake there. Wawasee goes up 19-10 with 6:53 left in the second quarter. Garrett slowing it down. Coach Leveren's calling out the play. Jarrett Bailey goes left, spins back, guarded by Evans, passes down low to Yarian. Yarian guarded by Hardy. Hook shot, no good. Ball still loose. Farney grabs the rebound. Another offensive board there for Garrett.
You know, I've noticed Garrett, they do a lot of one-on-one on offense. Lucarelli going one-on-one here, another case of it.
Lucarelli drives inside, pulls it back, and knocks it down.
They have some talented offensive scorers, right? They're just really not passing the ball as well as Wawasee. Wawasee is sending a lot more screens, getting a lot of guys more open. Garrett's just going one-on-one with whoever their guy is.
Salazar drives, stops at the free throw line, hands it off to Evans. Evans hands it off to Miller. Miller drives to the NLC logo. Floater, no good. Ball loose down low, out of bounds. It's going to be Garrett ball, so Miller unable to hit the shot, and the ball knocked out of bounds. Railroaders will have it with 5:55 left on the second quarter clock. Garrett trails Wawasee by 7.
All of Wawasee's 19 points have been scored by either Miller or Evans, and both of those two are doing the large majority of shooting here. I'd like to see them try to set some screens and get some of their teammates open.
Farney guarded by Salazar. Goes right, hands off to Lucarelli. Ball poked away. Wawasee sliding into a zone defense. And they move back out of it into man. Hoffert picks up Bailey. And got a turnover for Garrett. Looks like Paxton Hefty, I think, ran out of bounds as the call. And came back in and touched the ball. So a turnover for Garrett. Wawasee comes the other way with it. Evans corrals a wild pass from Hoffert. Tries to give it to him, and he does, but there is a foul as Hoffert was trying to drive. It's going to be Paxton Hefty, second foul of the game, so he's going to come out.
You know, Hefty's actually done a pretty good job of staying with Hoffert. Hoffert, a smaller player on the court, really slippery, just gets open, finds those cracks, and Hefty's been able to stay with him, but he's picked up 2 quick fouls here with 5 minutes left in this first half.
Warren Joseph checks back in for the Railroaders. Salazar guarded by Bailey. Hardy gets it down low, guarded by Yeri, and puts up a reverse layup, in and out. Lost control of it, but was able to regain it, but could not finish the shot. So Garrett comes the other way with it, trailing 19-12, 4:51 left in the second. Hoffert picks up Warren Joseph, rather. Yarian gets it inside the three-point line, drives inside, no good on the shot. Good defense by Hardy, got beat but came from behind to disrupt that. Hoffert driving on the bigger Yarian, gives it to Miller. Miller thought about the three, no. And Wawasee's going to slow things down a little bit, kind of frantic there at the beginning of that possession, but they do slow things down. Salazar with it, gives it to Evans, left wing. Evans gets it down low to Miller. Miller looking to go post, gives it to Hardy. Hardy pulls the trigger on a three-pointer, high arcing, bangs it home. Back iron and down. Hardy, his first points of the game. He's got 3. Wawasee leads by double digits now, 22-12 with 4 minutes left in the second. Evans pokes the ball away from Bailey, but goes right into the hands of Lucarelli, who steps back looking to get a shot off. Can't, gives it down low to Farney instead. Farney guarded by Salazar. Salazar smaller than Farney, but doing a good job, but Farney uses his size and hits a turnaround jumper, and it rolls around and goes down. 3:45 left in the second. Wawasee leading by 8. Hardy receives the pass at the top of the key. Surveys his options. Gives it to Hoffert, who floats into the middle of the lane and pulls the trigger and knocks down the mid-range jumper from the NLC logo. Hoffert so smooth with that shooting motion, puts Wawasee back up by 10, 3.5.
Beautiful lefty going to his side there, dribbling to the middle of the lane and putting it up over the defender. Great move there by Hoffert.
Pass to Lucarelli's feet, corralled, drives in on Hoffert, off of 1 foot, airballs it. Farney with the rebound, shot blocked, but it is going to be a shooting foul, the first shooting foul of the game.
Man, Farney has been all over the glass today on both the offensive and defensive side here for Garrett. I'm not quite sure exactly how many rebounds he's got, but he's got to be getting up there. He's doing a really good job of corralling all those rebounds, and right now he's got a chance to cut into this Wawasee lead.
Farney misses on the first free throw, high arcing but rattles off.
Got some action down here at the scorer's table. Number 40, Michael Hammer is going to be seeing the floor for the first time here today as Hardy is going to be checking out. I believe that was Hardy's second foul of this first half, so he's going to be taking a seat here.
Second free throw swishes home. There's a substitution. Logan Guard comes back in for Garrett, and Farney goes to the bench. So Logan Guard comes back in. 2.3 points per game for the Railroaders, so not a big contributor. Wawasee with the ball on offense. Salazar gets it left wing, drives hard on Bailey, pulls it back, gives it to Evans. Evans drives, puts up a floater, short, goes after Hammer, goes after the rebound, cannot get it. Garrett comes the other way. It's Joseph, gives it to Bailey on the right wing. Bailey gives it back to Joseph. Joseph passes it down for Yarian, who wasn't looking, and Michael Hammer got beat down low as Yarian finishes. And Garrett trimming this lead back to 7 points, 24-17, 2:20 to play. Wawasee leads. Miller goes left, gives it to Salazar. Salazar comes back to his right at the free throw line, gives it to Evans, thought about the three, no. Pulls it back, gives it to Salazar. Salazar on the deep left wing goes back to the top of the key near the half-court circle. Wawasee looking to make something happen. Hammer goes out and gets it, hands it off to Miller. Hammer cuts to the basket. Miller goes into the elbow and knocks down the elbow jumper. And Wawasee goes ahead and takes a full timeout, so we will as well. We'll be back with more Wawasee Boys Basketball Holiday Invitational action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Syracuse Glass, offering custom frame mirrors, shower enclosures, residential and commercial window glass, custom glass for furniture, and auto glass repair and replacement for over 25 years. Syracuse Glass next to Burger King on State Road 13, 574-457-5516.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
1:56 left on the second quarter clock. Wawasee 26-17 advantage over Garrett. So far in this game, it's been Austin Miller doing everything for Wawasee. He's got 13 of their 26 points. And for the Railroaders, it's been Kobe Lucarelli, just as we suspected, leading the team with 8 points.
You know, I'd really like to see from Wawasee a couple more post touches here in this next couple of possessions. Every time they've gotten those post touches, they've gotten some open looks, and then they've also gotten a three-pointer. It looks like Wawasee's coming out in a full-court press, and Garrett is going to take a timeout and talk it over here. But Wawasee, if they can get the ball into the post, it spreads them out a little bit more. They're not very big down low, so, you know, they're not really trying to look to go one-on-one in the post, but they're trying to spread everybody else out, get some open shots, maybe get some people crash in, kick it out for a three. So I'd like to see some post touches here. Although Wawasee is going a little bit small now. They've got number 20, a sophomore, Ethan Carey, checking in for him.
Ethan Carey has 4 minutes and 54 seconds of total playing time this entire season, so kind of surprising to see him here in this situation. But Everingham trying to get his guys some minutes in this holiday tournament. It's going to be a long day once they keep some guys fresh for the later game. Garrett on offense, looking to get things going. Salazar guarding Joseph. Joseph gives it to Lucarelli, who's guarded by the smaller Ethan Carey. Carey doing a great job staying with him. And Lucarelli just backs him down and lays it in. Nothing Ethan Carey can do about that. Significant size advantage for Lucarelli in that situation. Wawasee coming the other way with it. Carey gets the pass left wing. Jab step, swings it to Salazar. Garrett rotating nicely on defense. Miller gets it, goes top of the key. Evans receives at the left wing, hands off for Salazar. Pump fakes on the three-pointer, drives back to his right, pulls it back for Wawasee. And with 1:02 left, they reset. Miller gets the pass and knocks down the three-pointer from the right wing. Miller off to an incredibly hot start with 16 points in this first half. Wawasee's lead back up to 10 points.
And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, Miller's got 3 or 4 three-pointers already on the day, so a great start from beyond the arc.
Hammer with a nice defensive play, taking the ball away. Drives inside, lays it up, no good, but a foul. So Hammer steals it away from Warren Joseph and goes coast to coast. Can't finish the layup, but he's going to go to the line to shoot free throws.
You know, the best part about that play by Hammer right there was how he approached the hoop. He went up with both hands knowing he was going to get hammered. He had Joseph on his back the entire time, so instead of trying to shield it and make a tough layup, he gets the foul called and heads to the line to shoot free throws.
Hammer knocks it down, gets the first one to go, makes him 2 of 3 on the year for free throws.
Jaden Boyer is going to be checking in, seeing his first minutes on the floor as leading scorer for the Warriors. Austin Miller is going to be checking out. 38 seconds left in this first half of play. Looks like Wawasee is going to try to play some defense here, get a stop.
Hammer knocks down the second free throw, and Wawasee is going to make a change.
Hofford's going to check in for Aaron Evans. A really small lineup here for Wawasee, looking to get some pressure. Maybe they're going to try to get a steal here, and they're going to have the last shot.
3 guys on the floor for Wawasee that don't have a lot of playing time. And Hammer, as he knocks the ball away, and it's still going to be Garrett ball, but Hammer flying all over the place, making plays, knocking things away.
I like this move by Everingham. It almost paid off right there. Hammer was just a couple feet away from being able to corral that one and keep it in for the steal. But I like the pressure on Garrett here at the end of this first half.
Yarian receives the inbounds pass and gives it up to Lucarelli. Lucarelli guarded by Jaden Boyer, drives to the point. Stops, pulls it back, and 26 seconds left. Wawasee playing defense, trying to keep Garrett from getting a good look on the last shot, but Garrett looks like they're going to try and hold it for 20 more seconds. Bailey drives, gives it back to Yarian.
The ball,
gives it back to Bailey.
Keep the ball out of Lucarelli's hands in this last possession.
Bailey drives hard. Shot good, but a charge down low. Bennett Hoffer steps in and takes the charge. 11 seconds, and Wawasee takes over.
Miller's going to check back in for Wawasee, give him some offense, maybe hit a buzzer beater here. But there's a good thing that they don't have the charge line in high school, Rhett, because Hoffer really was completely underneath the basket when he took that charge. He did take it right in the chest, but if there was a charge line, that one wouldn't have even been close.
11.3 seconds left in the second quarter. Wawasee leading Garrett 31-19. Salazar lets the ball roll all the way to the timeline, picks it up. Wawasee looking to make something happen with 6. Miller drives, goes right, puts it up, no good, but a foul. So Miller drives hard, and a foul called as he's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws with Wawasee up by 12.
Miller's going to get a chance to add to his tally already on the day. However, they left Garrett 4.5 seconds to potentially get a shot off here. So a lot of time for the Railroaders to maybe get a buzzer beater, as Miller's first shot is off the front of the iron and no good. He's going to try to get this next one to go. We got a substitution here. Number 24, Jaden Boyer, is checking in for Ben Hoffer. Get some more defense in here with the 4.5 seconds left on the clock. Miller goes through his routine.
Knocks it down. And another substitution for Wawasee. Hardy comes in. He's going to check in for Michael Hammer. Wawasee's going to play back. Lucarelli's going to bring the ball up the floor for Garrett, leading the team in scoring with 10 points, 2 seconds. And we've got a carry on Lucarelli. So Garrett turns the ball over again with 1.8 seconds left, and Wawasee's going to get the ball on the side out. So a chance for a buzzer beater here. Probably going to be close to a half quarter, but
that's plenty of time, right, to take a dribble, get a shot off, maybe even get a pump fake, get the defender flying past you. They got to do a good job of catching the ball in a good spot on the court, though.
Wawasee's going to have plenty of time here to get it, maybe a dribble. Evans goes and gets it. Miller grabs it, puts up the shot at the buzzer. No good. Just off the side of the basket. But Garrett struggling in the first half to get any offense going. They trail Wawasee 32-19 at the break. When we come back, we'll have first half stats, and we'll talk about what went right and what didn't for each team. We'll be back with more Wawasee boys basketball Holiday Invitational action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Pizza King in North Webster and Syracuse, offering pizza, subs, pasta, salads, and more with delivery service. Pizza King in North Webster, 834-2565, and Syracuse, 457-5446, or online at pizza-king.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Northern Lakes Realty in Syracuse, a full-service team helping clients buy and sell homes, as well as assisting with leasing opportunities. Northern Lakes Realty is a proud supporter of Wawasee Athletics, located across from Pickwick Theater in Uptown Syracuse, 574-457-2880, or online at nlrealtyllc.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Sox Marina on the east side of Webster Lake. Boat storage, service, and sales. Proud supporter of Wawasee Athletics and proud dealers of Trifecta Pontoons, Polar Craft Boats, Mercury, and Tohatsu Outboards. Online at soxmarina.com or at 574-834-2894.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you today in part by 1950 Signs and Graphics in Cromwell. Get custom solutions to your sign needs, including banners, commercial signs, graphic designs, and vehicles. 1950 Signs and Graphics in Cromwell. On Facebook at 1950 Signs and Graphics. 574-325-0758.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Goshen Home Medical, offering sports bracing, power chairs and scooters, lift chairs, hospital beds, diabetic footwear, walkers, stair and vehicle lifts, respiratory equipment, and more with delivery. Goshen Home Medical at 1501 South Main Street in Goshen, 574-533-0626, or online at goshenhomemedical.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Welcome back, everybody. Halftime here at Wawasee High School, the first game of the Wawasee Holiday Invitational. Wawasee leading Garrett 32-19 at the break. A hot start for Austin Miller for the Warriors. He's got 17 points in the first half, so he's off to a quick start following up his 22-point performance against Central Noble last game, and he's been the big key to Wawasee's offense so far.
And it's come in a wide range all over the floor of three-pointers, Rhett. Miller so far shooting 4 of 5 from three-point line, 4 three-pointers already in that first half, and it's really come in part to Garrett's been face guarding Ben Hofford, who's one of Wawasee's other really big three-point threats. So because Hofford's kind of been taken out of their offense, Miller has gotten a lot more open looks and a lot more open chances. And Ethan Hardy doing a great job of setting screens, getting his teammates open, really doing a nice job of doing the little things right so that his teammates, Evans and Miller, can do a large bulk of the scoring for Wawasee.
And Garrett, 9 for 19, 47% from the field, which is actually better than Wawasee's 11 for 25, 44%. But Garrett just not able to get that three-point shot going like Wawasee. That's the big difference right now. The Warriors shooting 7 of 12 from behind the line as a team. Garrett 0 for 1, 9 for 18 from inside the paint. And so their bread and butter so far has been shots inside the paint, and that's been the big difference in this because Wawasee has been hot so far from behind the arc.
Well, Sam Farney has been doing a great job for Garrett, Rhett, of crashing the boards hard and getting some offensive rebounds. And even if he doesn't come down with it right away, he's done a nice job of just tapping it out, just extending the possession so that some of his other teammates can get it. But Garrett doing a large bulk of their scoring in the one-on-one offense. And large part of that is Lucarelli. He's got 10 points for him so far in this first half. All of his points have come off of opportunities that he's created for himself. He hasn't, in a sense, faded off a screen from one of his teammates to get an open shot. It's really all been off the dribble. I don't even think he's taking a three-pointer yet in this game. He's just taking his guy one-on-one, taking him to the hoop, whether he steps back and pulls up for a shot or goes all the way, tries to fight through contact and finish with that layup. He's done a really nice job of creating his own shot, and I've really been impressed with him so far in this one.
Wawasee winning the turnover battle. Garrett has 8 and Wawasee just 2, so the Warriors doing exactly what Coach Everingham wanted, forcing a lot of turnovers. It's not a good first half number for Garrett, 8 turnovers in the first 2 quarters of play, but Garrett looking to probably clean that up, and I bet that's something that Brian Leverins is stressing to his team in the locker room right now.
Definitely, and something the Wawasee's been doing a great job of is taking charges. I believe they already have 4 charges so far in this one, and as well as those are a big part of morale boost, they also get in the head of the other team. You don't really want to drive in that much, get down the lane because you're afraid that someone's going to be there and they're going to call another charge on you. I actually don't believe there's been a blocking call so far in this one. Everything's been a charge, so when you stand in the way and you take it in the chest, the refs are being generous there and giving it to you. And Wawasee's done a good job of recognizing that and sliding over to take the charge and prevent a layup.
We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We are close to the second half getting underway in this first game of the Holiday Invitational here at Wawasee. We'll be right back with more Wawasee boys basketball Holiday Invitational action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Foyle Plumbing in Syracuse. Whether your home or business needs plumbing, heating, cooling, well, or septic services, Foyle Plumbing's trained experts can help. Go Warriors! Foyle Plumbing, 574-658-4134.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Shop Off Drive-In on State Road 13 in Syracuse. Before the game, corn dogs, Spanish dogs, a variety of sandwiches including pizza burgers and breaded cheeseburgers, deep fried veggies, root beer floats, and car hop service is available. Shop-offs will be closed until January, next to Horizon Bank, located on State Road 13 in Syracuse. 574-457-3012.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Oakwood Resort in Syracuse. Oakwood Resort is offering a fun, busy work environment with a variety of responsibilities available on their team. Ideal for staycations with a seasonal winter rate for the hotel. The Waterfront Restaurant offers fine dining in a casual environment with selections as simple as chicken tenders or more upscale like surf and turf. 574-457-7100 or online at oakwoodresort.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you today by Pilcher Shoes in North Webster, offering men's and women's Brooks, walking and running shoes in men's sizes 7 to 16 and women's 5 to 13. Fitting narrow, medium wide, and extra wide. Pilcher Shoes helping your knees, hips, and feet problems for over 70 years on State Road 13 in North Webster. 574-834-7463 or online at pilchershoes.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Syracuse Pizza Hut. Pizza, pasta, wings, desserts, indoor seating for the whole family, online ordering, adult beverages, and all-day delivery in the Syracuse area. Syracuse Pizza Hut on State Road 13, 574-457-8300 or online at pizzahut.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Back in Syracuse, Indiana, the site of today's Holiday Invitational hosted by the Wawasee Warriors. And they are taking it to Garrett right now, 32-19. A great first half of offense for the Warriors. It'll be interesting to see if they can sustain it. Andrew, if you are head coach John Everingham for Wawasee, what are you saying to your team at halftime?
Keep doing what you're doing, guys. They're doing a really good job of getting each other open. Like we said earlier, Garrett's doing a lot of one-on-one stuff. Wawasee's really working well as one unit right now, getting each other open. I would like to see them get some more post touches, though, maybe kick it out, maybe go one-on-one in the post, but they're doing a really good job, and they really don't need to sustain how well they performed offensively in that. They just need to prevent Garrett from coming all the way back. They have a really good lead right now. They just want to keep that one in the second half and hold on so they make it to the championship game tonight.
If I'm Garrett head coach Brian Leverins, I'm saying, guys, we got to have more hustle out there. Garrett not doing a great job getting those rebounds, going after them hard, diving for loose balls. Just a general lack of effort. Could be, a little bit of this whole early morning type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Garrett having to drive here and early in the morning might not be the best for them, but
Not
if I'm Coach
completely
Leverett,
awake.
I'm asking for more effort, more hustle, and more heart out of my team right now, because down by 13, this game might seem out of reach, but really it's not. All it would take is a little bit of just chipping away here and there, and Garrett could be right back in this.
Garrett needs to be really aggressive here defensively and force, I hate to say it, but force Wawasee inside the three-point line, try to contest some layups, but do not let them get some open threes. It looks like Garrett's going into a 3-2 zone here. Actually looks like they drop back down into a man-to-man.
Slaybaugh drives for Wawasee, gives it to Evans, who gives it to Salazar, who drives inside and gives it back out to Hoffert. Hoffert gives it back to Slaybaugh, who swings it back. Miller grabs the top of the key. Garrett looking to trap here. Evans in trouble. Cross-court pass to Slaybaugh. Slaybaugh grabs it, drives in, lays it up and in. Slaybaugh breaks the press there and gets it inside and lays it up and in for the first basket of this second half.
I like the new look defensively for Garrett, though. A good job of coming out in the second half and throwing something new at the Warriors.
Hefty with it at the top of the key. Drives in, kicks it back out to Bryce Wilson, who we haven't seen yet this game, but is in for Garrett right now. And a whistle and a foul on Cameron Salazar. 7:08 left in the third. Wawasee with a 15-point lead, 34-19.
Two new starting lineups here for the second half for both Wawasee and Garrett, as Salazar is starting for Wawasee and then Bryce Wilson for Garrett. Wilson's a senior, though, so he has had some experience. Let's see if he has an impact here in the second half.
Hefty gets it left wing, gives it to Wilson, who's guarded by Salazar. The 10s matching up. Farney gets it down low, puts up a shot, and that's his first missed field goal of the game. Farney misses the shot, and Evans grabs the rebound and brings it up the floor for Wawasee. Hoffert pulls it from deep, no good. Evans grabs a long rebound there. Hoffert didn't quite get his legs into that one, missed it short off the front of the rim, and Wawasee's going to bring it back and slow it down with 6.5 left in the third quarter. Salazar gets it inside, kicks it to Slaybaugh, who gives it up for Hoffert. Hoffert pump fake drive inside, and the rim treats him nicely as the shot goes down after bouncing around a couple times. So Wawasee off to a quick start, 36-19 they lead with 6:20 left in the third. Garrett looking for their first basket of this half still. Lucarelli has it top of the key, guarded by Hoffert. Lucarelli back in the smaller Hoffert down. Step back shot, banks it up and in again. Hoffert not giving him any room. Lucarelli just does a great job. Wawasee getting pressed here. Gonna have to break the timeline soon, and they do. Evans gets it, puts it down low, and Yarian just takes it away. A little bit of an errant pass there by Evans, not really passing to anybody. As Garrett comes quickly the other way, Bryce Wilson driving inside. Puts up a shot, no good. Garrett calling for a foul, but I think Bryce Wilson might have just tripped on his own there. Kind of just chucked the ball out of bounds. Wawasee forcing another turnover as they quickly break the timeline. Evans drives inside, puts up the shot, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay here with Garrett.
Actually, that's going to be Wawasee ball. They're going to have it down at the baseline. Substitution here. Slaybaugh is going to take a seat for the Warriors as Hardy is seeing his first minutes of the second half.
Wawasee gets the ball inbounds. Hoffert swings it to Evans. Wawasee really slowing things down here with this 36-21 lead. Salazar receives the pass, swings it to Hardy, left corner. Hardy drives, gives it back to Salazar. Goes right with it, gives it to Miller. Miller, guarded by Lucarelli, turns it over. Lucarelli going the other way. Miller with a nice play to hit the ball, but Lucarelli finishes through the contact. So Lucarelli with 14 now in this one. Wawasee leading by 36-23, 4:57 left. Trying to break the press here. Miller gets it across the timeline. Miller drives down low, gives it to Evans. Evans goes inside. He's fouled hard by Yarian, and he's going to go to the line to shoot two, missing the shot, clapping his hands in frustration, wishing he could have finished that. But Evans at the line with the chance to shoot two free throws.
Wawasee doing a really good job of breaking this press, Rhett. They have turned the ball over, but not because they're getting pressured from the press. It was just a mistake in a pass by Aaron Evans or Austin Miller turning it over as Evans knocks down that first free throw. But Wawasee doing a really good job of not letting Garrett's press really frustrate them here in the second half.
Evans misses the second one. Goes 0 for 2 from the line in that trip. Garrett coming the other way. It's Lucarelli once again with that step back. Knocks it down. Lucarelli, that step back is dangerous. It's hard to guard because he gets a lot of separation off of it, but Wawasee coming the other way breaks the press. Evans pulls the trigger on the three-pointer from the left wing. Misses badly. Farney grabs the rebound. Hardy fighting for it. Evans trailing Paxton Hefty, and the ball poked away from behind. Wawasee running and gunning here as Garrett has trimmed the lead down to 11. Austin Miller misses the three-pointer. Farney grabs the rebound. And things kind of slow down. Austin Miller goes and takes the ball away. Miller, unattested, puts the shot in as Bryce Wilson fell down trying to play defense. So a crazy sequence there with a couple of turnovers and missed shots, ends with Wawasee getting a bucket and pushing their lead to 38-25 with 3:51 left in the third.
We got a quick local game update here for you. After one, Whitco leads Plymouth by 14.
Farney with the shot, good down low. Teams just trading buckets at this point. Wawasee breaks the press effortlessly like they have most of the second half. This press not really working for Garrett, but Coach Leverin's for Garrett trying to get anything going. Salazar gives it to Miller on the right wing. Miller jab step, drives to the hoop, kicks it out to Hardy. Hardy lines up the wide open three-pointer and splashes it home. Great find. Austin Miller getting the assist on that. Wawasee goes over 40 points. It's 41-27. Wawasee extending their lead.
The big guy, I love it. Hardy stepping out with confidence and shoots that three.
Lucarelli just took his first three-pointer of the game, and he missed it badly. Lucarelli trying to make things happen for Garrett, unable to really get back into this one. Austin Miller pulls the trigger. Boom!
There's his fifth.
Knocks down the three-pointer from the right wing, and Everingham takes a timeout as Wawasee extends their lead 44-27 with 2:52 left in the third. Wawasee leading Garrett. We'll be right back with more Wawasee Boys Basketball Holiday Invitational action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Brook Point Inn in Syracuse, offering an indoor saltwater pool, romantic getaways, cabin rental, zip line, a weekly yoga and water aerobics class, and facilities for your wedding, private party, or event. Brook Point Inn, just west of Burger King in Syracuse. 574-457-4466 or online at brookpointinn.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Back inside the Hardwood TP, Wawasee leading Garrett by 17 points. 2:52 left in the third period. Wawasee coming out hot so far in this second half. Austin Miller on fire today.
He's got his jersey number, Rhett, in points, number 22. That used to be my number, too. I guess it's just a lucky number. But Miller's having himself a day right now. 5 3-pointers, 5 knocking him down behind the arc. A great shooting performance here by Austin Miller.
Miller had a nice night the other day against Central Noble and a big win for the Warriors as Aaron Evans pokes the ball away from Lucarelli. Evans looking to go to the hole by himself. Goes right side. Nice move. Goes across the defense and lays it up and in. And the Warriors feeling it right now. They're up 46-27 with 2.5 to play in the third. Garrett struggling to get anything going as Wilson knocks down the shot, of course, as soon as I say that. Wawasee 46, Garrett 29, 2:15. Pass out of bounds, and the ref on that side doesn't think he got a good angle on it, doesn't know what to call here. I think that's out of bounds on Wawasee. I don't think Garrett ever touched that.
That should be Garrett's. Well, Garrett did touch it, Rhett, although it went off of Hardy last. A good call there by the referees, getting the right one. Garrett's going to take the ball. And Lucarelli here, he's just trying to do too much for himself. They got to trust each other as a team. Same thing on that last possession. Warner went all by himself, the point guard. Didn't even give it up, so they really got to do a better job of sharing the basketball as a team, try to get themselves open without trying to create something.
Bryce Wilson passes it left wing for Hefty. Hefty guarded by Evans. Ball swung to the right. Wilson pulls the trigger on a three-pointer and splashes it home for Garrett.
Great job on that possession. A lot of ball movement, a lot of player movement, and it led to an open three in the corner for Warner.
Wawasee breaks the press. Hoffert has it, gives it to Evans. Evans thought about the three, no. Slaybaugh drives in, has his shot blocked. Ball loose, tipped, grabbed by Logan, guard for the Railroaders. Garrett bringing it up the floor. Hefty gets it in the corner, drives, stops, and traveled there. Turnover for Garrett, another one on the game. So Garrett playing a little bit fast. And when they've done that, it's led to some turnovers. Might need to look at slowing things down here. Wawasee looking to break the press. Can't get it across yet. Hoffert has it, swings it to Hammer on the right wing. Hammer passes down low to Evans. Evans drives, pulls it back, kicks it to Slaybaugh. Slaybaugh goes right, gives it back to Evans. Evans tries from the left corner and buries it home. Wawasee feeling it from behind the arc today. When they're feeling it, they are a tough team to beat. Garrett's finding that out right now with a minute to play in the third quarter. And the Railroaders trail by 17.
And I'll tell you what, Rhett, the other two teams in this tournament are watching this game right now scared of Wawasee with how well they're shooting. As Lucarelli creates once again with that step back and knocks it down for Garrett.
If I'm one of these other teams, Lakewood Park or Hanover Central watching this game, I really, really do not want to see Kobe Lucarelli later today.
Nope, that's for sure. And they also they don't want to see Wawasee as a team because all of them have been shooting well. Even the big guy, Hardy, stepping out behind the three-point arc and knocking down 2 shots. The real key here, though, for Everingham is to keep one of his seniors, Ben Hoffert, who's one of their big scorers, a really big three-point shooter. He's been a little bit quiet this game. It's because of the amount of attention he's drawn from Garrett. Garrett has been face guarding him all game, and he hasn't had much of a look. They're really going to want to make sure that he stays focused for tonight's game.
Had a little bit of a break there as Garrett subbed in some players. Jarrett Bailey checking in. Also, Logan Guard comes in for the Railroaders. Jaden Boyer in for the Warriors. So they're going with a small lineup here. Boyer gets it in the half-court circle with 15 seconds left in the third. Wawasee going to hold it for the last shot. Hammer goes and gets it, hands it off to Evans. Evan looks to get out of the trap. Boyer has it, gives it to Slaybaugh down low. And the basket good by Slaybaugh. Chalk it up for Boyer for the assist. 1 second. Floater from the three-point line, no good by Paxton Hefty. And Wawasee with a hot third quarter of action leads 51-34 going into the fourth. We'll be right back with more Wawasee boys basketball holiday invitational action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Wawasee basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Chubby's Pub and Grub in Syracuse. Before the game, burgers, wings, fries, pizza, and dinner specials. Chubby's Pub and Grub inside Wawasee Bowl on State Road 13 in Syracuse. Proudly supporting our Wawasee Warrior athletes.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix. And CPG TV is brought to you in part by Lake City Bank, serving Indiana with 49 offices. We are proud to support all of our Wawasee Warrior teams. Find an office online at lakecitybank.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Wawasee goes 8 for 13 from the field in that quarter, 3 for 6 from behind the arc, and they extend their lead to 17 points as Garrett starts this fourth quarter with the ball. Hefty pulls the trigger on a three-pointer, doesn't get it to go, but Guard grabs the easy rebound and the putback. So Garrett, 2 points early on in this fourth. They get the first bucket of this quarter. Evans gets a pass from Salazar and lays it up and in. Almost too easy there for the Warriors as they're breaking Garrett's press without any problems here. Hefty drives inside, no good. Evans grabs the rebound, bringing the ball up the floor, blows right by Wilson. Evans, 2 big steps, drives inside, lays it up and in. And Evans has 2 quick buckets for the Warriors. He's got 17 on the game.
Yeah, Evans is really kind of being undermined by Austin Miller's performance offensively, but he's having one heck of a day as well.
Three-pointer good by Paxton Hefty for Garrett. So despite being down by 16 points, Garrett's still fighting to get back into this thing. Wawasee struggling a little bit right now with the press. Turnover there by Austin Miller. Not a good pass. Wilson takes it away. Passes it to Bailey. Bailey passes it down low for Hefty. Hefty underneath the basket, kicks it back out. Three-pointer no good by Bailey. Hefty grabs the rebound at the right elbow, puts up a shot, and that's going to be a foul, and he's going to go to the line to shoot two. I think the foul's going to be on Slayball. That's going to be his third of the game.
Hefty got bailed out a little bit on that one, right? He's a little out of control. He's lucky he drew the foul, otherwise that would have been a turnover there for Garrett. We've got some action down here at the scores table. It looks like Luke Corelli is going to be checking back in for the Railroaders, as well as number 22, Warren Joseph, as Hefty's first free throw is up and good. 40-55, your score in favor of Wawasee with 6:35 left here in the action of the first game of this holiday tourney. Wawasee has come out firing in this first game.
Just a reminder, we've got another game following this one. Lakewood Park Christian versus Hanover Central, as second free throw missed by Hefty. It's going to be Mason and Braxton Gray on the call of the second game right here on the mix. Not even going to be any time between the games. We'll go straight to it, but we've got a full day of basketball, 4 games today, as Wawasee back on offense. Evans missing the three-pointer from the left side. So 6:15 left. Wawasee the 15-point lead, 55-40. Barring an absolute cold streak, Wawasee's going to break 60 points again for the second time in 2 games. Evans lets Hefty go by him. And we got a 30-second timeout by Garrett. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Wawasee Boys basketball holiday invitational action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you today by State Farm Insurance agent Dan Buckman behind Syracuse Glass. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Online at dan4insurance.com. Go Warriors!
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
6:02 left in the fourth quarter. Wawasee leading Garrett 55-42. Wawasee feeling it from behind the arc today, as Garrett looking to make something happen with their full court press here. Salazar breaks it, passes it down low, ball tipped away by Paxton Hefty, so Garrett in good position there. Wawasee going to retain possession, though, underneath their own basket. It's going to be Hoffert taking it out of bounds for the Warriors. Looking to get a win here and move on to the championship later tonight, which Andrew and I will have the call of, approximately 7:15. Wawasee looking to make something happen on offense. Salazar has it down low, kind of gets a trickling pass out to Hoffert, who swings it right for Miller. Miller gives it to Evans with 17 on the game. Evans gives a short pass to Hoffert just inside the three-point line. Hoffert gets it back from Salazar.
And this looks a little familiar, Rhett, to last year. Wawasee going in a little bit of a stall here, trying to waste some time, get some time off that clock, as they've got a pretty big lead. Pretty big lead in this one, as we got a ball tipped out of bounds, but actually it's going to go off of Wawasee, so Garrett is going to force a turnover here and get the ball back.
Garrett with a chance to get this lead down to 10 points on this possession, possibly. Paxton Hefty checks back into the game for Bryce Wilson.
Another local game update. Whitco at the half is now trailing Plymouth 30-32. Close one over there, as Miller runs into the passing lane and tips the ball out of bounds. Going to stay with Garrett.
Railroaders trying to get things back in order here, down by 13 with 5 minutes left. 5:07 to be exact in the fourth quarter. Following this game, it'll be Lakewood Park and Hanover Central going at it. Right here on the mix, we'll have the call for you as Lucarelli drives and misses short on the shot. Two-pointer no good. Miller grabs the rebound, looks to get a good pass down low, and the ball just kicked away there by Logan Guard. Hard and high as that ball goes out of bounds. Wawasee's going to keep it.
An interesting stat here for you, Rhett. Lucarelli obviously has been doing the bulk of the scoring here for Garrett, but he's also been taking a lot of the shots. He has about 10 or 12 more shots than the next player on his team. So Lucarelli is in large part Garrett's one and only source of offense here today.
Wawasee getting a lot of penetration on offense, but choosing to pass it out instead and slow things down, as Hoffert has it in the right corner and goes to the top of the key with the pass. It's Miller. Miller gets it down low to Slayball. Slayball corrals it, kicks it back out to Miller. Miller pulls, pump fake, gives it to Slayball, who drives hard, too hard on the layup, misses the shot. Salazar pokes it away, but Guard grabs it again. Fortunate bounce for the Railroaders. Hefty drives inside, no good on the shot. Evans grabs the rebound, looking to push it ahead. Ball loose. Evans can't corral it. Ball still loose. Evans does grab it and give it out to Salazar, who gives it to Hoffert, who gives it to Slaybaugh. Slaybaugh kicks it back out to Evans. Evans gives it to Salazar down low. 4 minutes left in the fourth. Wawasee just passing time here to try and get this one over with and move into the championship game. Miller has the ball poked away. Ball still loose. Miller can't corral it. Lucarelli comes away with it. Ball poked away by Miller, and Lucarelli gets it back. Garrett gets it down low. Farney turns around and lays it up and in. Wawasee trying to slow things down, but they only lead by 11 right now, 55-44. Might want to think about trying to get some points back here as another turnover by the Warriors, and Garrett could trim this back to single digits. Ball poked out, and it's going to stay here with Garrett, but Wawasee playing a little tentative, and Garrett kind of wiggling their way back into this thing.
And the Garrett fans are letting their players hear their support. They've got not a big following, but the ones that they have are being vocal and letting their guys know that there's still time to get back in this. 3:30 left, approximately, down by 11 points. They can still pull this one out here, Rhett.
Bryce Wilson into the game, drives inside, goes up with the left hand, and it's good. So Wawasee watching their lead slip away. Garrett's got it back down to 9 after Wawasee led by as many as 17 this half. Wawasee looking to break the press, and they do. Slaybaugh gets it. Hoffert receives the pass back from Slaybaugh. Slows it down and pulls it back. Wawasee still just trying to stall things here. Hoffert gets it in the middle, drives in, kicks it out to Evans, who swings it back to Miller. And Wawasee slowing things down a lot. Wawasee has not taken a shot on their last 2 possessions. Long possessions, but resulting in turnovers. Evans in trouble in the corner. Tries to get through it, and Everingham's going to go ahead and take a timeout. Probably a smart decision for the Warriors. 2:42 left in the fourth. We'll go ahead and take a break. Wawasee leading by just 9 right now, 55-46 over Garrett. We'll be back with more Wawasee boys basketball holiday invitational action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Syracuse Glass, offering custom frame mirrors, shower enclosures, residential and commercial window glass, custom glass for furniture, and auto glass repair and replacement for over 25 years. Syracuse Glass next to Burger King on State Road 13, 574-457-5516.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Welcome back, everybody. 2:42 left in the fourth quarter. Wawasee leading by just 9 right now over Garrett after leading by as many as 17 points. Garrett chipping away at that lead and getting back into this. Wawasee playing tentative basketball right now, not shooting the ball, not trying to force anything. But at some point, you do have to think about possibly getting some points and trying to keep this lead right here, because if Garrett keeps going, this game could get interesting real quick.
Yeah, any chance Wawasee gets to have an open layup. I like that they're not settling for those three-pointers, but if they get a layup, as we have a foul here on Garrett's number 33, Logan Guard, if Wawasee can get an open layup, they got to take it, Rhett.
This has been a relatively clean half of basketball, just 2 fouls per each team. Wawasee looking to get it in bounds. Slaybaugh gets it and hands it off back to a better ball handler in Hoffert. Hoffert goes backwards. Salazar looks to get across the timeline. Turnover. Lucarelli coming with it. Drives inside. Floater good. And Garrett's got this back down to a 7-point deficit.
Hoffert's got to do a better job on that. You know Lucarelli's not giving the ball up. Go meet him outside.
Timeline broken by Miller, and a foul there on Logan Guard as Evans was just trying to get to the hoop. So Garrett chipping away at this thing, 55-48. Wawasee kind of letting him back into this one. Garrett trying to foul. That's a problem with not having as many fouls during the half, is that they are struggling now. If they want to get this one back, Hoffer gets it down low, goes in for the layup and puts it in. So a big basket there for the Warriors. Kind of just trying to keep Garrett at arm's length right now.
Great job there, Hoffert. Recognizing he had a wide open layup. You get the points. You play defense now. Try to get a stop and then take some time off the clock.
Lucarelli pulls the trigger from behind the arc. No good, but grabs his own rebound. Can't get the layup to go, and the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Wawasee ball as Garrett unable to corral that rebound as Lucarelli and guard ran into each other. Sam Farney and Warren Joseph checking in for Garrett, Logan Guard, and Corbin Yarian going to the bench for the Railroaders.
A smaller lineup here for sure for Garrett, but that's because they want some hustle, they want some heart. They got to try to get a turnover here, force Wawasee to give up the basketball.
9-point lead for the Warriors. They break the timeline. Evans has it. Great pass to Slaybaugh. Slaybaugh holds it, can't corral it, but a foul. It's going to be Wawasee ball underneath their own basket with 1:34 left. Wawasee clinging to a 9-point lead that was at one time 17.
You know, one of the things that the press does, right, is speed you up as well as turn the ball over. And Slaybaugh did a really nice job there after catching the basketball, not rushing anything. He got fouled. He didn't try to go up with it right away. But we got a turnover here. Wawasee, a 5-second call out of bounds underneath the basket. That's something that you can't have if you're Wawasee right now.
Garrett kind of into panic mode with 1.5 minutes left, down by 9 still. Just 3 3-pointers, but the way they've shot the ball from behind the arc tonight, not looking good for them as Hefty pulls the trigger and leaves it short. Ball goes off of Hoffert's head. Lucarelli comes up with it and gives it back to Hefty with 1:20 left. Hefty driving inside, pulls on the turnaround, no good. Hoffert grabs the rebound. Hoffert pushing it up, gives it to Salazar. Salazar can't get across the line, but Evans does. Salazar gives it to Miller. Miller gives it to Slaybaugh, who loses it, but a hustle play by Hoffert, who goes and grabs it, and a foul on Sam Farney. The offending party there commits it on Ben Hoffert. So Wawasee with 1 minute and 1 left, leading 57-48.
Garrett's got 5 fouls right now, so they've got 2 to give until putting Wawasee on the free throw line for the bonus, the 1-and-1 there. As Hoffert's got on the sideline, finally gets it in to Miller.
Miller drives in and lays it up and in, and a foul. Lucarelli commits a foul, and Wawasee leading 59-48, pushes it back to 11 with 59.4 on the clock. So Wawasee on the verge of scoring 60 again for the second time this season.
That just might be the nail in the coffin, Rhett. A devastating play if you're Garrett, a 3-point and 1 as Miller is trying to convert this and 1 to push Wawasee up to 60, and he does. Miller has 25 points on the day as we are under a minute to play here in this first game of the holiday tourney.
Hefty drives inside. Good defense by Slaybaugh as he tips it away and then grabs a rebound, and he is fouled, and he's going to end up shooting free throws down at the other end as part of a 1-and-1. So Wawasee goes back-to-back games with 60 points. They beat Central Noble 60-52 exactly a week ago. Wawasee has not scored 60 points at all this season except for their last 2 games, so they're trying to build a little bit of a hot streak here, and with this presumed to be over win, Wawasee will move to 3-6 on the season as Slaybaugh misses the free throw, barring a catastrophic collapse. Wawasee's going to walk out of here with a win and get to the championship game as Bryce Wilson turns the ball over for Garrett. Just lost it out of bounds there. Hardy comes to the scorer's table, and he's going to check in for Wawasee. Hardy comes in for Slaybaugh. Haven't said his name recently. Actually, it's going to be Garrett ball, I believe they say. Yeah, changed the call down on the floor. So Garrett has it, looking to get it in, trailing by 12. Miller goes up and almost grabs the steal. Three-pointer on the way, no good from Jarrett Bailey. Hardy grabs a rebound, turns it over to Lucarelli. Lucarelli puts up a shot, good, and he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot. Lucarelli with 22 points on the game. Kind of expected that from him today.
But how many shots has he taken also, Rhett?
A lot.
He's taken a lot of shots, so the fact that he's at 22 points is a little too expected with how much he's put the ball up. But that was a really good play there. Never giving up on the play, fighting to get that one, putting it up through a lot of contact. Not sure how he got that one all the way up to the rim, but got the friendly roll, fell down, and now he's got a chance for a three-point play.
Just a quick 30-second timeout, so we'll go ahead and keep it right here. 60-50, Wawasee with a 10-point lead, 32 seconds left. Lucarelli's at the line.
You know,
Wawasee pulled away.
I apologize for interrupting
no,
you
good.
there, Red. I really like the comeback that Garrett was having, except for their past couple of possessions. Number 24, Hefty, just tried to do it all by himself. There was one possession. He got 2 shots from because I got an offensive rebound. he didn't pass the ball at all when he got it. He went to try to take his man one-on-one, forced bad shots, and in turn turned the ball over. Wawasee got the rebound, got on the free throw line. Miller got that and one. That was the turning point right there. They were making a comeback, and then they tried to do too much by themselves and not rely on their teammates. Swing the ball a little bit, try to get Lucarelli down low in the post one-on-one, try to kick it out to Hefty for a three-pointer instead of trying to take your man every single time you touch the basketball.
It's not too often that a guy like Kobe Lucarelli would score 22 points and not be the leading scorer for both teams in this game. But Austin Miller, 25 points for the Warriors, having himself a whale of a game as Lucarelli knocks down the free throw. Wawasee's going to take it out. Look to go the length of the floor here with just 30 seconds left. Garrett looking like they're trying to foul. Can't get one, so they decide not to. Salazar in trouble, and there is a foul there. So Salazar will go to the line. Small sample size. He's just 2 for 5 on the season from the free throw line.
It's a very bad foul there by number 10, Bryce Wilson. He was getting close to having that 8-second call before he could Salazar could cross half court. So that one, you just got to move your feet, try to stay in front of him, don't foul, get that 8-second call, turns the ball over, get it back. Instead, Salazar goes to the line for the 1-and-1, knocks down the front end, which the front end of a 1-and-1 is the most crucial. Get you that second shot. 61-51, Wawasee leads by 10 with 26.2 seconds left in this one. It's all wrapped up.
Second free throw, no good. Warren Joseph grabs the rebound. Lucarelli step back, no good. Rebound by Salazar, and a foul down low on Sam Farney. So more free throws coming up for Salazar, but Wawasee's got this one wrapped up. Looking ahead for both of these teams, obviously they're going to have a game later tonight. We will await the winner and loser of Lakewood Park Christian versus Hanover Central. The game following directly after this one. Mason Gray and Braxton Gray on the call. So loser will take on Garrett. Winner will get Wawasee in the 7-15 championship, which Andrew and I will be back for the call of. But after that, Wawasee takes on Northwood, a big game there at the pit. As a free throw, no good by Salazar, but Hardy grabs the rebound. So Wawasee's probably just going to try and run this one out here. And the ball tipped, and Evans lost it out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover, but a call actually changed there, so it doesn't really matter, but Wawasee going to retain possession with 12 seconds, so it doesn't matter. Wawasee going to take on Northwood, and Garrett going to take on Hamilton, a home game for the Railroaders and a road game for the Warriors in their next contest following this tournament. Another foul by Lucarelli, his 4th of the game, so it's going to send Hardy to the line, but pretty good team performance by Wawasee. 61 points. It's their highest point total of the season, so a good output today for the Warriors, and they'll move into the championship tonight. Hardy knocks it down. Warriors lead by 11.
We've got quite a bit of substitutions here for Garrett. Most of their starters are coming out, especially one of the stars of the game here for sure, number 25, Kobe Lucarelli for Garrett, ending the day with 23 points, and he still was not the leading scorer. Austin Miller outdid him with 25 points in this one. Miller having one heck of a day. And his counterpartner, Aaron Evans, having 17. They both lit it up from beyond the three-point arc here tonight.
Second free throw good from Hardy. Just 8 seconds left. Garrett getting some backup, some playing time. 2 seconds on the clock. 1. And the buzzer goes off, and that's it. Wawasee gets out alive, 63-51, a game that doesn't seem as close as it really was for most of the second half. But the Warriors will move into the championship game in the second of the evening tournament. So the Warriors are victorious against Garrett, 63-51. Railroaders fall in this one, and the Warriors move into the championship. They will await the winner of Lakewood Park Christian versus Hanover Central. Warriors shoot deadly from behind the three-point line, and that was really what got them the win today.
Yeah, they did an excellent job of knocking down shots from the three-point arc, and the big thing was, Rhett, they were open shots. They were good looks from the three-point arc. They weren't really forcing anything, as their counterparts, Garrett, were kind of starting to force things, especially towards the end of that one. Wawasee, a really great performance offensively, led the way by junior guard Austin Miller.
Miller with a big performance. Not quite sure what his final point tally was. We're waiting a stat sheet coming up to us, but it is coming. Going to be doing things a little bit differently here because we'll be transitioning straight into the next broadcast. Mason Gray and Braxton Gray will have that one. Lakewood Park Christian versus Hanover Central in the second game here. And we do have a stat printout, but didn't quite print correctly. So
yeah, it looks like
really
we're low on some ink there. We might need to tell our stat guy that we need to put some more ink in there. Let's see if I can decipher some of this stuff. It looks like we really only have Garrett's stats. The leading scorer obviously was Lucarelli. He ended the day with 23 points. He ended, though, with 22 total shots, Rhett. He went 11 of 22, shooting 50%, 0 for 2 from the three-point arc. So he did the majority of his scoring driving in and stepping back or taking his man all the way to the hoop. He did a really nice job of that. It looks like for Wawasee stats, they're a little jumbled together there. Austin Miller was your leading scorer. I believe he had somewhere around 24, 25 points. Aaron Evans was second with 17. And then everyone else chipped in here and there. Hoffer got a couple. Hardy stepped out beyond the three-point arc and got a couple. So a really great all-around performance by Wawasee, but especially a cherry on top with Austin Miller and Aaron Evans.
Miller efficient today, shooting 9 for 14 from the field. So a great performance from him. 5 of 8 from behind the line, 4 of 6 inside the three-point line. And he puts up another big performance following his 22-point game against Central Noble. So Wawasee wins this one 63-51. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, it'll be two different voices on the air. It'll be Braxton Gray doing play-by-play and Mason Gray on color. 19 minutes away from tip-off in this game between Lakewood Park and Hanover Central. These two teams dueling to find out who will play who in tonight's evening session. We'll be back with more Wawasee Boys basketball holiday invite action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Pizza King in North Webster and Syracuse, offering pizza, subs, pasta, salads, and more with delivery service. Pizza King in North Webster, 834-2565, and Syracuse, 457-5446, or online at pizza-king.com.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Northern Lakes Realty in Syracuse, a full-service team helping clients buy and sell homes as well as assisting with leasing opportunities. Northern Lakes Realty is a proud supporter of Wawasee Athletics, located across from Pickwick Theater in Uptown Syracuse. 574
1950 Signs and Graphics in Cromwell. On Facebook at 1950 Signs and Graphics. 574-325-0758.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Goshen Home Medical, offering sports bracing, power chairs and scooters, lift chairs, hospital beds, diabetic footwear, walkers, stair and vehicle lifts, respiratory equipment, and more with delivery. Goshen Home Medical at 1501 South Main Street in Goshen, 574-533-0626, or online at goshenhomemedical.com.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Foyle Plumbing in Syracuse. Whether your home or business needs plumbing, heating, cooling, well, or septic services, Foyle Plumbing's trained experts can help. Go Warriors! Foyle Plumbing, 574-658-4134.
It's time for Game 2 of the Wawasee Boys Holiday Invitational. Lakewood Park will take on Hanover Central. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Northern Lakes Realty, Pizza King, Syracuse Glass, State Farm Insurance Agent Dan Buckman, Lake City Bank, Chubby's Pub and Grub, Brook Point Inn, Syracuse Pizza Hut, Pilcher Shoes, Oakwood Resort, Shop Offs Drive-In, Foil Plumbing, Goshen Home Medical, 1950 Signs and Graphics, and Sox Marina. Now let's take you to the Hardwood TP with today's call. Here are brothers Braxton and Mason Gray.
We'd like to welcome you to the Hardwood TP. I'm Braxton Gray here with my broadcasting partner Mason Gray, and we have a good one for you today as we broadcast the second game as Hanover Christian will take on Lakewood Park. Mason, the first game, Wawasee really, they came out and took control of the first game there. It was a really solid performance. That's kind of what we've been waiting to see there for Wawasee all year. They controlled the tempo of the game. They hit their shots. And so Wawasee ended up beating Garrett that game. I'm not sure. Do you know the final score in that game?
The final score was 51-63, and that was a great shooting performance by Wawasee. Like you said, it's kind of what we've been looking for from this Wawasee team. Wawasee beat Central Noble, a really good Central Noble team, and that was a big surprise for many. And coming in today and building off of that win is huge for Wawasee. Wawasee shot 53% from beyond the arc, going 10 for 19. Austin Miller ended up with 25 points. Fantastic performance all around by this Wawasee team, shooting the ball in on defense as well.
Yeah, it's always nice to be able to take control of your home court, especially if it's your tournament. They really put a name for themselves with this next game coming up, Hanover and Lakewood. They realize now that they got to stop the three-point shot. If the Warriors hit their shots, they're a solid team. They're really hard to beat. Garrett's really not no slouch either. I mean, they're a decent team. Like you said, that Central Noble win was huge for the Warriors.
Taking a look at this game that we have in front of us right now, we've got Hanover Central versus Lakewood Park Christian. Hanover Central sits at 5-3 on the season, and Lakewood Park is at 3-4. And one of the important things in this game is Lakewood Park in this entire tournament is the only 1A school. Hanover Central, Garrett, and Wawasee are all Class 3A, but Lakewood Park is much smaller than the rest of these teams. So it'll be interesting to see, with not as many students at their school, how they can handle against some of these bigger schools, such as, I know Wawasee doesn't seem big to us, but when you go to a school like Lakewood Park, Wawasee, Garrett, and Hanover Central are all pretty big schools.
So, yeah, really, Lakewood's kind of the underdogs of this tournament. They're coming in, small school, nobody's really looking at them, So, they have a first-year head coach, so that's always exciting. We'll see how they can do there. So, coming in, Hanover Central is averaging 65.8 points per game and only giving up 56.1. So that's a lot of scoring there. They are shooting 42% and shooting 31% from the three-point line. One of the biggest issues they have is the free throws. They're only shooting 66%, and hopefully they can fix that one for us.
Hanover Central is coached by Byron Klaus in his 7th year here at Hanover Central. So to have a tenured coach like that, that's kind of important in some of these high school basketball programs where you have such a high rate of turnover at some schools. To have a 7th-year coach is great for this Hanover Central team. Like you said, Lakewood Park has a new coach. This is his first year, Steve Oberlin. He's doing a great job right now. They are 3-4, but there are 3 wins. 2 of them were against 1A schools, and then the third win was actually against a school that doesn't even play in the IHSA class basketball. They just kind of make their own schedule and play whoever they feel like playing. So they're 3-4, but those 3 wins came against 1A schools.
A stat that really sticks out for Hanover would be they scored 97 points. All right. Just quick, Coach Everingham is going to jump in the mic for us. Coach Everingham, what do you think about your shooting performance there?
Yeah, that was pretty good, wasn't it? You know, we started out pretty hot, and you know, looking at our stats here, you know, the first half we were 7 for 12 from three-point range and ended up 10 for 19. So you hit 10 threes in a game, and certainly makes the coach look a lot better, you know, when we have such a high shooting percentage. But you got to give credit to our guys. We executed in the first half, and we got really good looks, and we knocked them down. So, you know, when the pressure came in the second half, we struggled a little bit with that pressure, and they came back. But, you know, you got to give credit to Garrett. They didn't quit.
Yeah, that was definitely a great performance. Austin Miller really kind of shined bright in the game, but you also had a lot of players that were kind of under his shadow. Who were some of the other main roles in the game that helped you get this win?
Yeah, I thought obviously Aaron Evans, you know, another nice game for him. That's 2 games in a row he's had 17 points. But, you know, sometimes it's hard to, you know, talk about some of the guys that on our bench. And you know, maybe we just mentioned, you know, Jaden Boyer came in and provided some really good minutes and caught the ball on the baseline and had a nice assist on the underneath the basket, and we had an opportunity to put those guys in a meaningful varsity situation. Michael Hammer got a nice steal and went the length of the floor and got fouled and made both free throws. So I thought all around it was a really good team performance, and it was a night where Ben Hoffert didn't score as much as he normally does, but other guys picked him up, and so you know, that was really nice for us, and I think moving forward, that's only going to help us.
Yeah, it was definitely a big win. So last question here. How do you guys build off this after coming in, beating Central Noble? That was a huge win for you guys. And then coming in and beating Garrett. How do you build for this for the championship game?
Well, you know what? We're going to be able to watch them, obviously. And so I thought we put a lot of energy into that second half when they're trapping us like they were. And so, you know, our guys are going to eat some protein bars and make sure they get the water back in their system. And then we'll be able to watch and then walk through just a little bit in the early games. So Hanover Central is going to be a really tough opponent. I think they're 5-3 or 6-3.
Yeah, they're 5-3 coming in.
And so if that's who we play, then they're going to be really tough. And so Lakewood Park has shown that they can put points on the board, and they got a lot of young players. And so it'd be interesting to see who wins this game. I think Hanover Central has got a bit of an edge. You know, record-wise and who they played and from what I've seen on film. But you never know. It's kind of like Garrett, you know, in the second half. They got us pretty good there in the second half, but we're just happy to move on.
All right. Thank you, Coach, for
thanks,
joining us. After speaking with Coach Hemmingham, you kind of heard how he felt about this game. He's kind of giving the edge to Hanover. He was saying that he feels like Hanover kind of has a little bit of an edge here. So Lakewood definitely has something to prove here.
Like you said, Lakewood is a 1A school, so they really have no pressure today. You're just coming in and you're playing and you're having fun, just playing the sport that you love. When you're Hanover, everyone kind of expects you to win or thinks that you're going to win, so they might have a little bit more pressure than Lakewood Park does.
Yeah, that was, that's Lakewood. Like you said, they're just going to have fun. And the other teams, Wawasee kind of has pressure with them now. They're having 2 huge wins there. And
we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back with the starters and keys to the game for both teams. And we'll be back with more Wawasee Boys Basketball Holiday Invitational action here on 93.7 FM, The Mix, and CPG-TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Shop Off Drive-In on State Road 13 in Syracuse. Before the game, corn dogs, Spanish dogs, a variety of sandwiches including pizza burgers and breaded cheeseburgers, deep fried veggies, root beer floats, and car hop service is available. Shop-offs will be closed until January, next to Horizon Bank, located on State Road 13 in Syracuse. 574-457-3012.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Oakwood Resort in Syracuse. Oakwood Resort is offering a fun, busy work environment with a variety of responsibilities available on their team. Ideal for staycations with a seasonal winter rate for the hotel. The Waterfront Restaurant offers fine dining in a casual environment with selections as simple as chicken tenders or more upscale like surf and turf. 574-457-66 7100 or online at oakwoodresort.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you today by Pilcher Shoes in North Webster, offering men's and women's Brooks, walking and running shoes in men's sizes 7 to 16 and women's 5 to 13. Fitting narrow, medium wide, and extra wide. Pilcher Shoes helping your knees, hips, and feet problems for over 70 years on State Road 13 in North Webster, 574-834-7463, or online at pilchershoes.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Syracuse Pizza Hut. Pizza, pasta, wings, desserts, indoor seating for the whole family, online ordering, adult beverages, and all-day delivery in the Syracuse area. Syracuse Pizza Hut on State Road 13, 574-457-8300, or online at pizzahut.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Brook Point Inn in Syracuse, offering an indoor saltwater pool, romantic getaways, cabin rental, zip line, a weekly yoga and water aerobics class, and facilities for your wedding, private party, or event. Brook Point Inn, just west of Burger King in Syracuse, 574-457-4466 or online at brookpointinn.com.
Broadcasting from Wawasee High School at number 1 Warrior Path in Syracuse, Indiana, we are 93.7 FM The Mix, WRWTLP Syracuse, a Pathways program. Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
We'd like to welcome you back to the Hardwood TP. So we're going to go ahead and give you the keys to the game here for both teams. For Hanover Central, it's going to be the win the turnover battle. Sometimes they get a little bit careless with the ball and often turn the ball over. So that's definitely not anything you want to see with either team. And Hanover Central also comes in with 9.9 steals per game. That's a pretty good number. That's a lot of steals, a lot of turnovers, a lot of points you can get off those steals. So we look to see how they have that and capitalize on free throws. They are only shooting 66% from the free throw line. Basically, a free throw is, as it sounds, it's literally free shots. You got to hit those shots. They're just given to you. You know, if you go to the line, you got to hit those shots. Got to get those and ones, those extra 2 shots. Those can often come down in clutch situations, especially if you need a foul and you're getting fouled. You need to hit those shots to maintain the lead.
You know, if this is a close game at the end of the game, and Hanover Central has the lead by a couple points, Lakewood Park might have to end up fouling. And if Hanover Central can't make their free throws, then that could easily let Lakewood Park right back into this game.
That's definitely something to look at as a coach, as a free throw percentage. And then the last one for Hanover Central is going to be play physical. Hanover Central they have a lot taller players. They're bigger. They're stronger. So we look to see how they use their size, maybe go down low more with the ball and try to out-body and out-muscle Lakewood Park and get points down low.
Taking a look at the keys to the game for Lakewood Park, they just need to play loose. You know, like we said, Lakewood Park is a 1A school. They're in sectional 52. Hanover Central is in sectional 18. And, you know, for Lakewood Park, they have nothing to lose by playing in this tournament. Right now they're 3-4, but they have nothing to lose. I'm pretty sure everyone here is expecting them to maybe get last place, maybe put up a fight in the third place game. But like Coach Everingham said, he looked more at Hanover Central coming into this matchup than he did at Lakewood Park. So they really just need to play loose and just let the game come to them. They don't need to force anything. Just let the game come to them. They need to score on the break as well. Lakewood Park, like you said, Hanover Central is a lot bigger and stronger. But on the opposite side of that means that Lakewood Park has smaller and maybe some quicker guys. So they need to score on the break, and they need to control the ball. You know, in high school, there's no shot clock. Looking at Hanover Central, they ended up winning a game early on this season, 97-69, and that was Whiting. And Lakewood Park lost to Heritage 25-65. So there's obviously a pretty big scoring difference. And if you can hold the ball, maybe hold Hanover Central to 30 or 40 points, you got a real shot at this game.
So going in for the starters for the Hanover, we have Cameron Ludwig. Roll Popko, Joey Gidwell, Dominic Lucido, and Luke Brock. And then
taking a look at the Lakewood starting lineup, starting is number 3, Josh Pike, the junior, number 23, Zeke Farnsworth, the senior, number 35, Dylan Miller, the senior, number 15, TJ Fowler, the junior, and starting at center is number 25, Cademan Bontrigger, the freshman. Having a freshman at center is huge for Lakewood Park.
Yeah, he's young, and he's going to be able to get some experience, so we kind of look to see how he does here.
And like you said, with Hanover Central being so big, they might want to try and put the ball inside. So we'll see if that inexperience gets to Bontrigger at all down low, banging up with some of the other Hanover Central players.
Yeah, Bontrigger, like you said, he's kind of inexperienced coming in, so that might be a mismatch there. Hanover Central tries to control, go down low, use their size, and just take this take over this freshman.
Taking a look here at the Sagarin ratings for these two teams, there is a website called John Harrell where you can look at any high school teams' schedules and scores and all that stuff. But they also have a rating formula where they just kind of put in all the scores, everything, and rate the teams. Hanover Central is rated 223, and Lakewood Park is rated 308. So Hanover Central has a little bit of an edge, but it's not that big of an edge, not as big as what many people come into this game thinking.
Yeah, that's definitely still, there's still quite a big difference there, but, Lakewood Park, they might be able to just come in and kind of shake up this whole tournament, winning this game. That would really shake up the tournament, and nobody would see that coming. So it'd be interesting if they could upset maybe Hanover in a sense.
Hanover Central came 2 hours and 15 minutes for this game. Nice long drive there for Hanover Central, while Lakewood Park only came about an hour. So Hanover Central had a little bit of a travel, and they're actually an hour behind us too, so they had to deal with that time change.
So in all, that's about a 3-hour drive there. So it looks like we're getting ready for the jump ball here. It looks like Bontrager for Lakewood, and Hanover, it looks like it's going to be Ludwig. So we'll see who wins this tip here.
Hanover in gray uniforms with blue lettering, Lakewood in white.
Lakewood's going to win the tip here. It looks like we are going. So at the top of the key, Pike is going to have it. He's going to pass it to the wing. It's going to be passed up back to Pike at the other wing. Pike's going to pass it to the top of the key. He's going to pass it to the wing. He's going to pass it down low. He's going to shoot a shot. And it looks like that's going to be off target there by Bontrager, and it looks like it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Hanover Central, and Lakewood Park is going to maintain possession there.
Lakewood Park not doing a whole lot to move the ball on offense. They might be trying to slow down this game a lot.
Farnsworth is going to pass it in. Is going to go back down low to Bontrager. Bontrager is going to hit the bucket right off the glass and make the shot.
Bontrager with the first 2 points here. Bontrager, the freshman, see if he can score some points here on early.
Lucido's going to go down. He's going to pass up top. Ludwig, it looks like they're going to get a turnover there. Nope, that's a timeout.
Timeout there by Hanover Central.
Glidewell had the ball, and then Hanover Central called the timeout. So Bontrager, the freshman there, got the first points going there. That's exciting to see for a coach.
And, when Lakewood had the ball, looked like most of their offense ran through Bontrager. I know as a freshman, but Bontrager is probably the tallest guy on this Lakewood Park team. So having a freshman that you can run the offense through, it would be interesting to see how that fits and works for Lakewood.
Yeah, he kind of took control there. And so it's going to be Hanover Central's ball. We're going to get the throw in here. It looks like Lucido's going to pass it up. He's going to pass it down low to Glidewell. Pass it to Glidewell. Glidewell's going to dribble out of trouble. He's going to pass it to the wing. Looks like Barack's going to have it. He's going to get called for the travel there. That's going to be a turnover. And as you see, Hanover Central's coach is angry.
It's going to be the first turnover here for Hanover Central.
So Lakewood's going to pass it in. It looks like Farr's going to have the ball. He's going to dribble up court, guarded heavily, gets the ball knocked away. And then Hanover's going to be able to get the steal. Popko with the steal. He's going to pass it up. And Lucido's going to take it all. He's going to miss it off the glass. It's going to be a defense rebound there by Bontrager. Bontrager's going to pass it to Farnsworth. Farnsworth's going to drive in. He's going to pass it, try to pass it, but it ends up getting stolen. And we get the rebound there by Pike. Pike's going to pass it down low, but he misses a shot. Hanover Central's going to get the defense rebound. And Barack's going to pull up from the three-point line, and he makes it there.
Quick area score to update you with. Whitco is trailing Plymouth 38-42 after 3.
Bontrager is going to shoot another shot, and he's off target there. The defensive rebound is going to go to Ludwig. Ludwig is going to pass up to Glidewell. Glidewell's going to go all the way. He's going to drive in. He's going to make the bucket, and
they're going to call an and one on the blocking foul there. Foul's going to be on number 15, TJ Fowler.
At the line will be Joe Glidewell shooting.
So Glidewell is going to be able to try to get his and one. 5-2 Hanover lead.
First free throw of the night here for Hanover Central.
He's going to shoot it, and he's going to make it. That's what you want to see there from the coach. So it looks like Pike's going to throw the ball in here for Lakewood.
Hanover Central running a full court kind of press.
He's going to pass to Fowler. Fowler's going to throw it way up court to Miller. Miller's going to get tripped up there, and he's going to knock it out of bounds. Lakewood is going to maintain possession.
They called a foul there.
Brock, he tripped up, ended up tripping him up there, so Lakewood is going to maintain possession. Miller is going to get the pass in. He's going to pass up top of the key, and Farnsworth is going to shoot the three, and he's going to make it.
Great three there by Farnsworth, cutting the Hanover lead to just one here with 5 minutes, 45 seconds left.
Popko's going to dribble up court. He's double teamed here. He's looking out of trouble. He almost turns the ball over. It looks like we're going to have a foul there.
Great play there by Lakewood Park. As soon as Hanover Central dribbled it up into the corner, Lakewood Park double teamed him right there in the corner, and he had to make a quick decision to get rid of that ball.
Barack's going to pass it in here. He's going to go to Lucido. Lucido now has it at the top. He has it. He's going to drive. He's going to pass to the wing now. Pass it in the corner to Popko. Popko's going to pass it back to Lucido. He's going to pass it down low to Barack. Barack's going to be off target there. Lucido's going to get the defensive rebound after the tip up. He's going to shoot the shot, and he's going to make it. It looks like dribbling up court here for Lakewood Park. We have Fowler. Fowler's going to turn the ball over. Popko with the grab there. And Hanover's going to shoot the shot. Glidewell with the bucket there.
11-5 Hanover lead after two quick shots. 11-5. We've got 5:02 left here in the first quarter, but we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back with more Wawasee Boys Basketball Holiday Invitational Classic here on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Wawasee Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Chubby's Pub and Grub in Syracuse. Before the game, burgers, wings, fries, pizza, and dinner specials. Chubby's Pub and Grub inside Wawasee Bowl on State Road 13 in Syracuse. Proudly supporting our Wawasee Warrior athletes.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
But he's going to end up throwing it out of bounds. It looks like he was looking for number 25, Bontrager there.
That's 4 turnovers now for Lakewood Park. Like you said, for Hanover Central to win, they need to win.
Glidewell's going to pass it way up court there. Sorry to interrupt you there, Mason. And Brock's going to try and he's going to pass it out. And it looks like Popko's going to get the travel call there. So it's a turnover there for Hanover.
But that's 4 turnovers for Lakewood Park. And like you said, for Hanover to win this game, they've got to win the turnover battle. 4 turnovers, 3 of them being steals.
Yes, correct. So it looks like we have Brower's going to dribble up court there, and he's
going to get fouled by number 33, Keith Kuntz.
Is going to get the foul there.
Ludwig is going to check back in for Kuntz.
So Bontrager's going to pass the ball in here. He's going to pass it into Fryer. Fryer's going to pass it all the way up court to Miller. Miller's going to pass it to Pike. Pike gets a bucket off the glass. Lucido's going to dribble up court quickly for Hanover. Popko's going to pass it to the wing to Lucido. Lucido's going to drive in. He's going to pass it up. Popko's going to shoot the shot. He's going to be off target there. Tipped around, but Bontrager gets a defensive rebound there for Lakewood Park. He's quickly going to throw it up court to Farnsworth. Farnsworth is going to pass it up to the wing to Pike. Back to Farnsworth there. Farnsworth had some issues there with the defense. He's going to pass it to Miller. Miller has it at the top of the key now. Bontrager has the ball at the wing, and it looks like we're going to get a turnover there.
An offensive foul. Let's see who that was on. Number 23, Zeke Farnsworth. Another turnover there for Lakewood Park. Lakewood Park is really trying to push the ball. Not quite sure why they're trying to push the ball.
Lucido's going to dribble up court here. He's going to be picked up by Farnsworth. He's going to drive all the way in, and he's going to miss the shot there. But the bucket will not count, and it's going to be
a foul there on number 0, Ludwig.
Ludwig's going to get the foul there. He's going to be an over-the-back foul there, so it's going to be Lakewood ball.
Checking back in Joey Glidewell for Hanover, and for Lakewood Park.
Aiden Fetters is checked in, and Bontrager is going to take a seat.
So it looks like Bauer's going to, and that was a sloppy turnover there once again by Lakewood Park. Farnsworth looked for the pass, and he just threw it into the stands.
Lakewood Park is just playing way too fast right now.
Glidewell's going to pass it up court, and Barack's going to try and shoot the three, but he's off target. Defense rebound goes to Lakewood Park. Farnsworth's going to dribble up court here. He turns the ball over yet again. Glidewell's going to have the wide open fast break off the board, and he's going to hit the bucket.
Great transition play there by Glidewell.
Pike turns the ball over yet again. Glidewell with the bucket again. We can't keep turning the ball over if you want to win this game. Farnsworth is going to pass it up to Miller. Back to Farnsworth. Miller's going to dribble up court here for Lakewood Park. He's going to swing it across court to Pike. Pike fakes a shot. He's going to shoot it. He's off target. Defensive rebound goes to Hanover Central.
Got a foul there on number 30, Caleb Cruz.
So the Hanover is going to maintain possession here. Lucido's going to dribble up court. He's going to pass it over to the wing to Glidewell. Glidewell's going to drive in. He's going to shoot the floater. He's off target there. After tipped around, Pike's going to dribble up court here. He's going to pass it way across court to Farnsworth. Farnsworth is going to pass it to another turnover there. Glidewell there shoots another shot. What happened there? That was
Farnsworth lost the ball to Glidewell, and Glidewell just took it up and in for the easy layup. Glidewell's got 12 points, and most of those are transition buckets.
Pike's quickly going to throw it up court. Yet again, he has another bad pass. But luckily there, Lucido stepped out of bounds, so Lakewood is going to maintain possession.
Number 13 and number 20 are going to check in for Hanover Central, Bonner and Rashkowski.
So Lakewood's going to have possession here. He's going to try to go down low to Miller. He's going to pass it. And so Hanover's going to get the steal there. Roop tried to shoot the shot, but he got blocked there. And it looks like Hanover is going to maintain possession on the ball.
Ball went out of bounds off of Lakewood Park.
Roop is going to throw the ball in here for the...
Number 15, TJ Fowler is going to check in for Lakewood. Josh Pike is going to take a seat.
So we're going to throw it way up top to Dylan Kuntz. Dylan's going to pass it to the wing. He'd pass it to Bonner. Bonner passes it up to the top of the key. He's going to pass it to the wing now to Kuntz. Kuntz is going to go down low. He's going to go to Ludwig. Ludwig's going to kick it in the corner. And the bucket is off there by Roop. Roop is going to knock it out of bounds there. Lakewood is going to get the possession. 17-7, 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Hanover with a big lead here early.
It looks like Ingram is going to dribble up court. He's going to pass it to Fowler. Fowler's going to throw it way up court there. He's now going to pass it to Miller. Miller's going to shoot the three-point shot, and he's off target. The defensive rebound there goes to Hanover Central, and another fast break opportunity there, and Hanover makes it Ludwig with the easy layup again.
Hanover is just killing Lakewood Park right now on the fast break. Hanover forcing so many turnovers that you can just get up and easy layups.
Flowers going to pass it to Ingram. Ingram, yet again, almost turns the ball over. And he unfortunately knocked the ball out of bounds.
Hanover Central is playing a lot more physical right now, and Lakewood Park is playing up-tempo. They're kind of in a panic mode right now. They're down 19-7 with 1:25 left in the first quarter. And if you're Lakewood, you got to slow the ball down. You cannot afford. They're almost at double-digit turnovers at this point.
Yeah, Miller's going to have the ball here at the top of the key. He's going to pass it in the corner. He's going to pass it back up to the top of the key. It looks like Cruz is going to have it. He's going to pass it back to Miller. He's going to pass it to Ingram. Ingram has it at the top of the key. 19-7, 1 minute left in the first quarter. Miller's going to drive in. He's going to hit the turnaround jumper, and he's going to be off target. Ingram's going to get the defensive rebound. He's looking for somewhere to go, but ends up throwing it into Hanover Central's hands. Hanover's going to get the fast break points yet again, and it looks like that's going to be a...
Looks like they called an offensive foul there.
Charge there.
Player control foul.
Let's see here.
I think they called an offensive foul there, but it looks like, yeah, that was definitely an offensive foul there. So Lakewood is going to have the ball. 44.2 seconds left in the first quarter. 19-7, Hanover leads. So it looks like
Lakewood Park should just hold for the last shot here with about 40 seconds.
Pike's going to dribble up court quickly here for Lakewood. He's going to pass it, and it looks like the bucket is going to go to Fetters. That was a nice shot there by Fetters.
Fetters fought through a little bit of contact there as well.
Roop's going to have the ball now. He's going to pass it to Kuntz. Kuntz is going to be off target. Back out to Kuntz at the wing. Kuntz is going to fake the shot. He's going to pass it down in the corner, and it looks like Bonner's going to be off target there. We have a scuffle there. It looks like it's going to be a jump ball, and Hanover is going to maintain possession here.
A lot of action going on down there. They just ended up calling that a jump ball. Got 10 seconds left, so what kind of offensive play Hanover can draw up here.
It looks like the ball is going to go to Kuntz. Kuntz looking. He's going to pass it to the wing. It looks like it's going to be jacked up there by Bonner. Bonner's off target. The defense rebound is going to go to Bontrager, and it's going to be 19-9 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be right back with more Wawasee Boys Basketball Holiday Invitational action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Lake City Bank, serving Indiana with 49 offices. We are proud to support all of our Wawasee Warrior teams. Find an office online at lakecitybank.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you today by State Farm Insurance agent Dan Buckman behind Syracuse Glass. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Online at danforinsurance.com. Go Warriors!
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
We're back here at the Hardwood Teepee. Hanover leads Lakewood 19-9. What are your thoughts here on the first half, Mason?
Lakewood playing very sloppy here with the ball in the first quarter. Like we said earlier, we don't have the official stat sheet or anything with us right now, but they've got to be almost up to double-digit turnovers in the first quarter. Hanover Central averages 9.9 steals per game. They've almost hit that in the first quarter.
And Glidewell has 12 points. I would say at least half of them are just off of fast break opportunities, off of steals, just easy layups.
And those layups are, like you said, the easiest when you have nobody contesting you because you just got it off of a steal.
And it looks like Fowler's going to pick it up here for Lakewood. He's going to pass it down to Pike. Pike's going to shoot the three-point shot. He's off target. defensive rebound is going to go to Popko there for the Hanover Central. Popko looking. He's going to pass it. He's going to pass it up to Lucido at the wing. Lucido has the ball. He's going to pass to the corner. Gladwell's going to shoot the three. He's off target with the corner three. Popko's going to get the defensive rebound. He's going to go up. He's going to be off target. And Lakewood with the defensive rebound. Looks like that defensive rebound is going to go to Fetters. Pike now has the ball. He's going to try and pass it across court, but it's going to be tipped out of bounds. Lakewood is going to maintain possession.
Going to stay Lakewood basketball here. 19-9 with 7 minutes, 14 seconds left here to play in this second quarter.
Lakewood's going to pass in. He's going to pass it way up top to Fowers, and he's going to pass it in the wing, and the shot is going to be off target there by Fetters. Defensive rebound is going to go to Hanover. He's going to pass it to Popko. Popko's going to pass it to the corner. Lucido's going to shoot the shot. It's going to be off target. Pike's going to dribble up court. He's pushing this ball down quickly. He's going to shoot the shot off the board, and he makes the shot there.
Nice fast break points there for Lakewood Park. Easy layup there.
Lucido is going to pass it there across court to Glidewell. Glidewell's going to try and go down low to Ludwig. Ludwig's going to be off target, and it looks like it's going to be Lakewood's ball.
8-point lead here for Hanover Central. Lakewood Park is definitely still in this game. We talked about how sloppy they've been, but they're only down by 8, so they have a shot if they can clean up their turnovers.
Fowler's going to dribble up court. He's going to pass it back to Pike. Pike's got to get across court here. He's going to do that here. He's going to try and pass it way across court to Fowler. Fowler's going to try to go down low, but he's going to get the ball stripped from him. And it's an easy bucket there by Lucido, but he misses the shot. And then Glidewell's going to get the defense rebound, miss that. And then he's going to get the defense rebound again, kick it out to Barak. And he's going to hit the three there.
22-11 here. Foul is going to be called there on Lucido. It's going to be the 5th foul for Hanover. His first foul, excuse me.
Yes, Hanover has 5 fouls and Lakewood has 4 fouls. So, neither team's really in foul trouble here. Miller's going to pass the ball in here for Lakewood. He's going to pass it into Pike. Pike's going to throw it way across court to Fowler. Fowler's going to go to Miller. Miller's going to dribble in here. He's going to pass it to the corner. Back up to the Pike at the top of the key. Pike's going to shoot the shot. He's off target. Ludwig is going to get the defensive rebound, but it looks like there's going to be a foul there.
That was great ball movement there by Lakewood Park, though, on that possession. That's a possession that you would like as a coach. I mean, you didn't get the shot, obviously, as Pike missed a 3. But if Pike is a good three-point shooter, you have no problem with that shot. He was wide open.
Yeah, so it looks like Hanover is going to go down low, and Barak is going to get the bucket there. So Lakewood's going to throw it in. Pike's going to dribble up court here. He's going to try to go down low to a streaking Miller. Miller almost dunks there. But he makes the bucket there. Popko's going to dribble in. He's going to get called with the travel there.
Looked like he took a hop step as he was going in for that layup.
So Lakewood is going to get the ball here. 24-13, 5.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Pike's going to quickly dribble up court. He's going to pass it to Miller. Miller is going to be off target there, and the defense rebound is going to go to Glidewell. Glidewell pushing up court here. It looks like he's going to go for the shot. He gets blocked there by Miller, but they're going to call it.
They called an offensive foul there, I think, on Glidewell.
Glidewell's going to get called there for the offensive foul. Great defensive play there by Miller.
See if Lakewood can score some points here on this possession. They desperately need points to stay in this game.
Fowler's going to dribble up court here for Lakewood. He's going to get double teamed here. He's going to pass it across court to Pike. Pike's going to turn the ball over there, but he's able to tip it back up court to himself, and he's able to maintain possession. Pike's going to go down low there, and it looks like Miller's going to shoot the shot, but he's going to miss, and he's going to get 2 free throws here.
Great play there by Pike. The ball kind of up in the air, loose. Pike just kind of punched it out and ended up going to get it down the court.
And he's able to find Miller down low. So, 2 free throws here, so this can get Lakewood on the board here.
Dylan Miller shooting 2 free throws.
He's going to be off target there, right off the front of the rim.
Zeke Farnsworth has checked in for Lakewood Park, as has number 2, Number 32, Carter Harmon.
And Miller is going to make his second free throw here. Popko is going to pass it straight to Glidewell. Glidewell is going to pass it to Coons. Coons is going to miss the shot. Defense rebound goes to Miller. Bauer is going to, it looks like that's going to be a foul there.
On number 3, Roop. That's the 1-and-1 there for Lakewood.
So Miller is going to be able to get a couple more shots here at the free throw line. 24-14, 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the second quarter.
Only a 10-point lead for Hanover. As sloppy as Lakewood has played, Miller makes the first free throw. He'll get a shot at a second one to cut the lead to 8. But, as sloppy as Lakewood has played, Hanover's kind of played not as sloppy, but they've had a lot of bad possessions as well with some bad shots.
Miller's going to make the second board there, and it's going to be a timeout. We'll be right back with more Wawasee Boys Basketball Holiday Invitational action on 93.7 FM, The Mix, and CPG-TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Syracuse Glass, offering custom frame mirrors, shower enclosures, residential and commercial window glass, custom glass for furniture, and auto glass repair and replacement for over 25 years. Syracuse Glass next to Burger King on State Road 13, 574-457-5516.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Hanover is going to get the ball here after this timeout, and it looks like Popko is going to pass it to Roop. Roop now has it in the corner. He's going to go across court to Glidewell. Glidewell's going to pass it up to the wing to Brock. Brock's going to hit the 3 there. Bontrager's going to pass the ball here. Miller's going to dribble up court here. He's going to shoot the shot, and he was looking for the foul, but was unable to get that foul. And it's going to be yet again another turnover for Lakewood. It looks like Popko is going to dribble up court here. He's going to pass it to Barak. Back to Popko. Popko's going to pass it to Kuntz. He's going to pass it into the corner to Glidewell. Glidewell's going to hit the 3 there. 27-16, 30-16. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. It's going to be yet again another turnover. The shot's going to be off target there by Roop. Nice save there for Lakewood Park, and Bontrager's going to shoot the shot, and he's going to get the and 1 there.
Great play there by Bontrager. We haven't seen much of him here yet so far. Those are his 4th points. The foul is going to be on Dylan Kuntz, his first, the team's 9th foul. Bontrager is going to get a chance at a 3-point play here.
Me and Mason were just talking. If Lakewood were to have these turnovers, they could easily be in this game, if not winning this game. So Bontrager is going to shoot the free throw here. He's going to make the free throw. That was a big free throw there. Capitalizing on the 3-point play. Glidewell's going to try to pass the ball. Bontrager is going to get the steal there. Nice steal by Bontrager. And then it looks like the ball is going to go to Farnsworth here. He's kind of holding it here. He's going to pass it to Miller. Miller finds Bontrager. Bontrager fakes a shot. He's going to pass it out to the other wing. It looks like Bauer's going to have the ball here. He's going to pass it up top to Farnsworth. Farnsworth is going to pass it back to Fowler. Miller now has it. He's going to shoot it from the 3-point line, free throw line. He's going to be off target. Defensive rebound goes to Hanover Central. Barak's going to get the defensive rebound. He's going to kick it out to the corner. He passes it up to the corner. Back up to the top of the key. And it looks like Barak's going to shoot the 3 again. He has really been hitting his shots here this game. Fowler's going to dribble up court here. He's going to pass to Miller. Miller looking for Bontrager, but the ball is stolen by Kuntz. Kuntz is going to pass it there to Glidewell. He's going to get the easy bucket off the board again.
More easy transition points here for Hanover. Glidewell was 17 points now here in this first half.
It looks like Bontrager is going to quickly dribble up court and is going to hit it off the backboard. Hanover Central is going to have the ball now. It looks like the ball is going to go to Kuntz. Kuntz is going to try to pass. Nice save there by Hanover Central. and it's going to go to Rastowski. He's going to be off target there. The defensive rebound is going to go to Lakewood Park. Miller now has the ball. He's going to pass to Fowler. Fowler's going to dribble up court. He's going to pass it to Farnsworth, who then tries to go down low and find Miller, but Miller was not paying attention there, and it's going to be another turnover.
Lakewood Park kind of just looks lost on offense. It's not like they've had it's not like they're handling the ball bad, but it's just on some of these backdoor cuts or some of these offensive plays, these players are looking for people that aren't there.
Yeah, exactly. That's you got to have the chemistry there in order to win the games. So Barack's going to have the ball here at the top of the key. He's going to fake the shot. He's going to pass to the wing to Lucido. Lucido's going to go to Popko. Back to Lucido in the wing. Lucido's going to shoot the shot. He's off target. Bontrager is going to get the big defensive rebound there for Lakewood. 35-21, 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the second half.
Bontrager was fouled on that rebound. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. That was on number 23, Barack.
And so, yeah, Lakewood's actually in the double bonus. So that's kind of exciting to see what he does here.
Bontrager with only 5 points here. 7, excuse me.
So he's going to shoot his 2 shots here. We look to see what he does with this. Hopefully he can make them. He's going to shoot his first shot. He's going to be off the target, off the right side of the rim.
Number 3, Josh Pike has checked in, and it looks like Miller is going to take a seat.
And Bontrager's going to shoot his second free throw, and he's going to make his second free throw there. Lucido's going to dribble up court now. He's going to pass it to Popko here for Lakewood. He's going to pass it into the corner. Popko's going to have the shot. He's going to shoot the jumper from the elbow and make the shot. Pike's going to dribble up court here quickly for Lakewood. Pike's in trouble here. He's double teamed. Pass it to Bontrager. Bontrager's going to throw it way across court, and Harmon is going to get the 3-point shot there.
First basket of the day here for Harmon.
Lucio's going to dribble up court. He's going to make the bucket there off the glass. Pike's quickly going to dribble up court. He's going to turn the ball over yet again. And it looks like with a reverse shot there by Brock is going to make the bucket.
Looked like he kind of lost his footing and just threw it up over his head and ended up banking it off the glass somehow.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting shot. Bontrager's wide open there down low for Lakewood, and he's going to get the 2 points there. 41-27, 40 seconds left in the first half. And it looks like Barack is going to shoot the shot and make the 3-point from the corner yet again.
He has 19 points on the night. Him and Glidewell are really carrying this offense.
Pike's going to dribble up court. He's going to pass it to a streaky Miller. Miller's going to hit the bucket there. Big buckets there for Lakewood Park. Lucido is going to turn the ball over as he tries to save it, but the ball is bounced out of bounds.
Just dribbled the ball on the line there. The ref noticed that and is going to give the ball back to Lakewood. Lakewood only down 15 with 22.5 seconds left here to play in the first half.
Yeah, if they stop turning the ball over, they're right here in this game. I feel like they're kind of more of a dominant team on shots and everything else. And Pike's going to hit a streaky Miller, who yet again going to get the bucket.
Miller with 9 points.
And it looks like Roop is going to turn the ball over. Pike is going to get called. It looks like there's going to be a foul there.
On Hanover Central.
Hanover Central. So the Lakewood will get 2 free throws.
7.3 seconds left here to play in this first half. 44-31, Hanover Central lead.
You know, Miller's kind of had a huge game here for Lakewood. They're able to find him down low, and he uses his big body and gets points.
Pike with the first free throw up and good. Cuts the lead to 12. You know, if Lakewood could have this lead at 11 or even 10, that would be huge here.
Pike's going to get his second free throw here. Popko's going to dribble up court here for Hanover. He's going to pass it in the corner. Lucido's going to have the ball there at the wing. He's going to make the buzzer beater there. 47-33 is your halftime score. And we'll be right back with more Wawasee Boys Holiday Invitational action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Broadcasting from Wawasee High School at number 1 Warrior Path in Syracuse, Indiana, we are 93.7 FM The Mix, WRWTLP Syracuse, a Pathways program.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Pizza King in North Webster and Syracuse, offering pizza, subs, pasta, salads, and more with delivery service. Pizza King in North Webster, 834-2565, and Syracuse, 457-5446, or online at pizza-king.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Northern Lakes Realty in Syracuse, a full-service team helping clients buy and sell homes, as well as assisting with leasing opportunities. Northern Lakes Realty is a proud supporter of Wawasee Athletics, located across from Pickwick Theater in Uptown Syracuse, 574-457-2880, or online at nlrealtyllc.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Sox Marina on the east side of Webster Lake. Boat storage, service, and sales. Proud supporter of Wawasee Athletics and proud dealers of Trifecta Pontoons, Polar Craft Boats, Mercury, and Tohatsu Outboards. Online at soxmarina.com or at 574-834-2894.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you today in part by 1950 Signs and Graphics in Cromwell. Get custom solutions to your sign needs, including banners, commercial signs, graphic designs, and vehicles. 1950 Signs and Graphics in Cromwell. On Facebook at 1950 Signs and Graphics. 574-325-0758.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Goshen Home Medical, offering sports bracing, power chairs and scooters, lift chairs, hospital beds, diabetic footwear, walkers, stair and vehicle lifts, respiratory equipment, and more with delivery. Goshen Home Medical at 1501 South Main Street in Goshen, 574-533-0626, or online at goshenhomemedical.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Quite an interesting first half here at the Hardwood TP. Hanover leads Lakewood 47-33. What are your thoughts here after the first half?
47-33, like you said, Hanover has kind of took control of this game. Lakewood has just turned the ball over way too many times, and it's not the traveling or step on the line kind of turnover. Hanover is just forcing so many steals and just getting the ball that they're able to come back in transition and score a bunch of points. Like I said earlier, for Lakewood, one of the keys to the game was to control the ball. And I said that if Hanover could score about 40, maybe even 50 points, Lakewood would be in good shape. Hanover's got 50 points at the halftime.
Yeah, that's definitely not what you want to say. And as we talked about, Hanover wanted to control the turnover battle, and they really are doing that here. Glidewell he has 17 points, I believe, but it's not like he's being dominant. He's just way up court, and he's able to get those easy passes right off the easy buckets, just simple layups because the sloppy turnovers here by Lakewood Park. So Glidewell he's really having a good game just because of Lakewood's turnovers here.
And, Hanover Central is doing a great job of sharing the ball on offense. Barak I think he's got 19, if not 20 points. Like you said, Glidewell has 17. Lucido only has 7 points, but I feel like he's come up with some big shots here for Hanover Central. Popko is great with just a jump shot right in the lane. So this Hanover Central team is doing a great job of giving everyone the ball and finding the open guy for the three.
Same thing here. If Hanover can control the ball a little bit more and not turn the ball over, they could be a serious threat here in the tournament. I'm going to be honest with you. Lakewood's still in the game. I really didn't think they'd be in the game here at the end of this first half, but they're still in this game. They're only down 14 points. If they stop turning the ball over and keep feeding Miller down low, Hanover can now stop Miller. I really don't think anybody in this tournament can stop Miller.
Miller is absolutely a dominant force down low in the paint, like you said. And, you know, Miller only has 10 points, but he's gotten a lot of rebounds. He's come up with some big plays here for Lakewood. And like you said, there's really no other big men in this tournament. You know, on a breakaway that we saw Miller make the layup on, he almost dunked it. Yeah, he had his fingertips on the rim, I'm pretty sure, and you could hear the rim rattle. Miller is absolutely a big guy down low, and having him down low is huge.
Yeah, Pike and Boncher are able to find him down low. If they would connect on all their passes they've tried to get him to, he could have 20 points this game. They keep trying to go down low to him because he's wide open. He uses his big body. He bodies people up down low and is able to get down low. So if they're able to connect on those fast cuts, he's going to have 20 points this game, 30 points. And that's going to be huge for Lakewood because it's going to open up the shots at the top because it's going to push people down low to guard Miller or double team him.
And, you know, that's one of the reasons why Lakewood Park has so many turnovers in this game, is they're trying to get the ball to where it shouldn't be going. They're trying to get the pass in lanes that are closed, but when they pass them, and, you know, it looks like a lot of times the guys are kind of lost on offense. The guy with the ball will throw a backdoor pass, but the guy who was supposed to make the cut never even made the cut and didn't know whether he was supposed to make the cut or not.
You know, another big performer here for Lakewood is going to be Bontre, a freshman. He has 10 points here. He's really stepped up big here for Lakewood. Him and Miller have kind of been a dominant factor down low. Maybe if Lakewood could get their three-point shot going, it might be a scary team because they have the big man down low. So if they don't, you know, they can kick it down low or kick it out top, and that could be a scary combination there.
You know, like you said, Lakewood, I remember 1-3, but I don't think that they've had that many three-point attempts. And, you know, Hanover in the fast break, they're just going to move the ball around and try and find the open guy. They aren't going to hold the ball for very long to try and get a good shot. They're just going to take a three whenever they find someone open. And having that kind of offense, Lakewood doesn't have any three-point shooters. Von Trigger made a three earlier on in the game, but there's nobody out on the outside that can get the ball, get the defense away from the inside so you can play a little bit of a high-low combination. But when all of your offense is going inside, that clogs the lanes, and that's why there's been so many turnovers here for Lakewood, because there's nobody on the outside. Everybody knows that it's going to go inside.
You know, I believe Harmon also has one three-pointer here for Lakewood. So two shots here for Lakewood from the three-point line. And we'll be right back here with more Wawasee Boys Basketball Holiday Invitational action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Foyle Plumbing in Syracuse. Whether your home or business needs plumbing, heating, cooling, well, or septic services, Foyle Plumbing's trained experts can help. Go Warriors! Foyle Plumbing, 574-658-4134.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Shop Off Drive-In on State Road 13 in Syracuse. Before the game, corn dogs, Spanish dogs, a variety of sandwiches including pizza burgers and breaded cheeseburgers, deep fried veggies, root beer floats, and car hop service is available. Shop-offs will be closed until January, next to Horizon Bank, located on State Road 13 in Syracuse. 574-457-3012.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Oakwood Resort in Syracuse. Oakwood Resort is offering a fun, busy work environment with a variety of responsibilities available on their team. Ideal for staycations with a seasonal winter rate for the hotel. The Waterfront Restaurant offers fine dining in a casual environment with selections as simple as chicken tenders or more upscale like surf and turf. 574-457-7100 or online at oakwoodresort.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
We're back here at the Hardwood TP. Hanover leads Lakewood 47-33. Mason just made an interesting point here. We saw Miller getting his finger taped up. That might be a little bit of a difficulty with him being able to shoot the buckets and getting down low.
Probably, I'm not sure what was going on there, but he's still down there. It looks like he's just getting a Band-Aid on his finger. But, you know, that's on his left hand. And even just getting a Band-Aid on your finger or just getting something wrapped up, when you're trying to do some dribble moves or try and shoot a shot, and that can hinder you just a little bit.
Yes, absolutely. And it looks like Hanover is going to get the ball here at halftime. And Popko is going to pass into Lucido. Lucido is going to be picked up here at half court by Farnsworth. He's going to pass it up. And Popko is going to try to get the alley-oop to Lucido, but he's off target. Glidewell is going to shoot the three-point shot. He's going to be off target there. Defensive rebound goes to Miller. Miller's going to quickly pass it up court there. It looks like the bucket's going to go to Fowler. That was a nice possession there.
Great play there by Lakewood Park. Miller finding the wide-open Fowler.
And Lucido's going to have the ball in the corner. He's going to pass it way up top. And it looks like the shot's going to be off target there by Barak. Barak's going to get his own rebound. He's going to shoot it again and be off target, but he's going to be fouled this time.
See who the foul is on. Foul is going to be on
Miller.
number 35, Dylan Miller, his second.
So Barrich is going to shoot 2 free throws here. He's going to make his first.
Second free throw coming up. He's got 23 points here tonight. What a game here.
He's going to shoot his second. He's going to make it. Yeah, and most of his shots have been coming off the three-point shot. He's been a dominant three-point shooter. It looks like Lakewood is going to dribble up court here. Pike is going to try to shoot the shot, but he's going to be off target, but he's going to get fouled here. 49-35 with 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
Pike is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws.
You know, this would be huge here for Lakewood to score in the first 2 possessions of the second half. And Pike's going to shoot his first there. He's going to make it.
Lakewood Park is trying to play the same type of offense that Hanover Central is playing. Force a bad shot or a turnover and just push the ball right back down.
Yeah, and Pike's going to hit his second free throw. Popko's going to get the ball. He's going to pass it to Glidewell. Glidewell's going to pass it to Lucido. Lucido is going to pass it way up to Barach. Barach is going to swing it in the corner to Glidewell. He's going to pass it back to Barach. Barach is going to pass it in the corner to Lucido. Lucido is going to be in trouble there. He's going to pass it up to Barach. Barach is going to pass it to Glidewell. Glidewell is going to pass it out to Popko. Popko is going to miss his shot there. Defensive rebound there by Lakewood. And it looks like Farnsworth is going to have the ball here. He's going to pass it to Pike. Pike's going to drive in. He's going to pass it out to Bontrager. Bontrager is going to pass it up, back out to Farnsworth. Farnsworth's going to pass it up, back out to the key to Pike. Pike's down, go down low to Miller. Miller to Bontrager. Back out to Pike. He's off target there. Defensive rebound goes to Lucido by Hanover Central. Popko is going to dribble up court here. He's going to get blocked there. Great block for Lakewood. The ball gets tipped around there, but the defense rebound is going to go to Popko for Hanover Central. And
Hanover not hitting any shots here in this second half.
It looks like Lakewood gets the defensive rebound there after the missed three by Brach, and Bontrager tries to go down low to Farnsworth, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds. Lakewood's ball. It is going to be yet again another kick ball. Lakewood is going to maintain possession. Barach kicked the ball there.
49-37 with 6 minutes left to play here in the third quarter.
He's going to pass it to Miller. Miller's going to go up top to Pike. He's going to pass it to Farnsworth. Farnsworth is going to pass it back to Pike. Pike's going to shoot the jumper from the free throw line. He's going to be off target. Defensive rebound goes there to Barach. Lucido's going to pass it to the corner. Back to Lucido. Lucido's going to shoot the three, and he's going to make the shot.
Big shot there for Lucido.
Bauer's going to dribble up court here. He's going to try and find Bontrager, but he turns the ball over. Glidewell gets a steal. He's going to travel up court here. He's going to pass it out to the corner to Lucido. Lucido's going to shoot the three again.
That's 2 quick threes there for Lucido, pushing this lead now to 18, 55-37 with 5 minutes, 27 seconds left here to play in the third.
And we'll be right back here with more Wawasee Boys Basketball Holiday Invitational action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you today by Pilter Shoes in North Webster, offering men's and women's Brooks, walking and running shoes in men's sizes 7 to 16 and women's 5 to 13. Fitting narrow, medium wide, and extra wide. Pilter Shoes helping your knees, hips, and feet problems for over 70 years on State Road 13 in North Webster, 574-834-7463, or online at piltershoes.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
We're back here at the Hardwood TP as Hanover Central leads Lakewood 55-37.
You know, coming out of that second half, Lakewood hit 2 big shots. They hit a nice layup off of a turnover, and Pike hit 2 free throws. Kind of looked like things were going to start going a little bit better for them, but then they got back to how they were, turning the ball over and just giving Hanover Central easy shots.
Fowler's going to get the ball in. He's going to pass it to Farnsworth. He's going to go to Miller, who once again nearly dunks there and is able to make the shot. Gladwell is going to dribble up court here for Hanover. He's going to pass it in the corner to Barach. Back up to the top of the key to Lucido. He's going to pass it down to Popko. Popko's going to drive in with the wide open lane there, and he's going to bank it off the glass and make the shot. Fowler's going to dribble up court here for Lakewood. He's going to pass it to Farnsworth, who's going to find Pike there at the wing. Pike's going to dribble up, back to Farnsworth. Farnsworth's going to find Pike there. He's going to go down low to Miller. Miller's going to off target there. Bontrager with the defensive rebound and puts it back up for 2.
You know, when you got a guy like Miller and Bontrager both down low, that was a great play there.
Lucido's going to dribble in. He's going to pass it out in the corner to Glidewell. Glidewell's going to hit the 3. 60-41. 4 minutes and 25 seconds left in the third quarter. And it looks like it's going to be a reach-in foul there on Glidewell.
It's going to be his third foul, the team's second. You know, I really wish that we had a stat sheet for this game just to see how well Hanover Central is shooting the three-point and how many turnovers Lakewood Park has had, because both those numbers are probably extremely high right now.
Yeah, Hanover's been shooting extremely well. And it looks like Farnsworth is going to pull up from the three-point line there for Lakewood, and he's going to make it. Glidewell is going to turn around and pull up from the 3 and hit a shot there again for Hanover Central, the 3.
3-point shooting contest out here tonight for Hanover Central. Glidewell has 23. Barach has 24.
And it looks like that's going to be a foul. You know, as we talked about at halftime, if they can get the ball up top and shoot threes, Lakewood might have a chance. They're doing that, but they got to stop the 3 at the other end as well. They're just not stopping the 3. Pike is going to dribble up court here. He's going to drive in. He's going to pass out to Farnsworth. Farnsworth's going to try and drive in. He's going to find Miller. Miller's going to shoot the 3, and he's going to make it. Miller pulls up and hits a 3 as well.
That's 4 straight possessions for both teams with a 3.
Glidewell's going to turn around and shoot the 3 again, but he's off target. Defensive rebound it's going to be a jump ball. Lakewood's going to get the possession arrow here.
63-47 with 3.5 minutes left here to play in this third quarter.
Pike's going to dribble up court here for Lakewood. He's going to pass it through the legs of Lucido, and Bontrager's going to dunk there.
Great play there by Pike. Through the legs on the fast break, and Bontrager with the slam.
And Glidewell's going to pass it down low. It looks like he was trying to find Ludwig, but he's off target. You know, Mason, that might be the first dunk I've seen this year at the Hardwood TP. And so Glidewell's now going to get the ball. He's going to pass it out to Lucido. Lucido's going to pass it in the corner. Barrage is going to hit the three yet again.
He's got 27 points here on the day. He is having himself a day as well as Glidewell.
Pike's going to pass it here to Miller. Miller's going to pull up from the elbow. He's going to be off target there. Defensive rebound is going to go to Ludwig. Hanover Central is dribbling up court. The ball is stripped out of Lucido's hands. Pike's going to try to go to Bontrager, but it's going to be a kick ball there on Barach. And I believe Lakewood is going to maintain possession.
Going to do a mass substitution here for Hanover.
It looks like checking. The whole team basically just got subbed out here for Hanover. Looks like we're going to try and get some time for the younger guys. Farnsworth is going to right away find Fetters there for Lakewood to get the easy 2 buckets.
66-51 with 2:25 here left to play in this third quarter. Foul called there on Fetters, his first, the team's third. Neither team really in foul trouble.
So it looks like for Hanover, Roop is going to dribble up court. He's going to be picked up by Pike. Roop is going to dribble all the way in. He's going to be blocked by Bontrager. Pike's going to dribble up court here. He's slowing the tempo of the game down. He's going to pass it to Bontrager, back to Pike. Pike's going to dribble in, and he's no foul called. There's a lot of action there. But Kuntz is going to dribble in here for the Hanover Central, and he's going to get fouled.
There's a lot of contact down low underneath the basket as Pike drove in, and he got triple teamed underneath the basket, and there were just arms flying everywhere. I'm surprised they didn't call a foul there.
But they did call a foul at the other end here for Dylan Kuntz. So Kuntz is going to get 2 free throws here. He's going to miss his first free throw after it bounces around.
Farnsworth called on the fouler. That is his third.
So Kuntz is going to shoot his second free throw, and he's going to make it. Miller is going to pass it here to Bontrager. Bontrager is going to pass it to Pike. Pike tries to throw it up court. Farnsworth saves it there, and it looks like Miller there gets the bucket. He almost dunks as well. But it looks like dribbling up court here for Hanover Central. We have Bonner. He's going to pass it to Rostowski, and he's going to get the bucket there. Farnsworth now has the ball here for Lakewood Park. He's going to pass it into traffic, and he gets the ball stolen. Rostowski yet again. He misses a shot here, but gets it tipped around, and Rostowski is going to get the corner 3 and make it.
72-53. Hanover Central lead with 1:15 left here to play in this third quarter.
Looks like that's going to be a blocking foul there on Bonner. 72 points. As we were talking, if you let Hanover get going, they can really put some points on the board.
They, like we said before, they put up 97 earlier on this season against Whiting, and they might be on pace for about 97 here at this point.
Farnsworth is going to pass it here, and he's going to find Fetters there for the easy bucket. 72-55 with 1 minute left in the third quarter.
Hanover Central just plays a really, really fast offense. They try and force a bad shot or force a turnover, and they'll just go back it up and down with you all day.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting offense here they run. I mean, they have players that can go down low, as well as players that can shoot at the top of the key, as we see Barach can shoot. So it looks like down here at the top of the key, Barach is going to drive in. He's going to kick it out to Rostowski. Rostowski's going to go down low to Barach. He's going to make it the bucket. That is 29 points there for him.
74-55 here with 30 seconds left. Lakewood has the ball.
Farnsworth is going to try to find Bontrager down low, but it's going to end up getting stolen there, and it looks like the point is going to Kuntz. He's going to get 2 more points. Farnsworth is going to have the ball here. He's going to find Fetters. Fetters just gets the ball swatted out of his hands there by Barach. Barach is going to kick it out of the corner. Back to Barach at the wing. Barach is going to be off target there. Fetters is going to go down, and it looks like Fetters is injured on the court. He kind of landed roughly on that right ankle.
Earlier on, he had landed on that ankle, and you could tell he was kind of in a little bit of pain, but ended up just getting up and walking it off. So he might have just re-injured it or re-tweaked it a little bit, because like I said about a minute ago, he showed a little bit of pain on that ankle.
Yeah, and Pike there being a good teammate and helping him around. And then we'll be right back here with more Wawasee Boys Basketball Holiday Invitational action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Syracuse Pizza Hut. Pizza, pasta, wings, desserts, indoor seating for the whole family, online ordering, adult beverages, and all-day delivery in the Syracuse area. Syracuse Pizza Hut on State Road 13, 574-457-8300 or online at pizzahut.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Fetters had to be helped off the court there. He looked to be in a lot of pain. Pike's going to just throw up a shot there for the end of the third quarter. 76-55, Hanover leads at the end of the third quarter.
We're going to keep it right here since we just took that time out for the injury. Fetters got up on his own power but did have to get help off the court. He was favoring that right ankle. He's got his shoe off, and it looks like he's getting it all bandaged up and stuff. 76-55, Hanover lead. And, you know, this Hanover team scores in bunches. They score, like we've said a couple times, they scored 97 against Whiting. And looking at their pace right now, I mean, obviously there's a lot more factors that go into it just than pace. They're on pace to score 100 right now. They scored 25 points a quarter.
Yeah, Hanover has definitely been a scoring machine here. I mean, you don't just have one player here either that's scoring. Glidewell, you got Barach. They're all, I think they both have more than 25 points this game. So that's 50 points between two players. That's going to be kind of hard to stop here. As you know, more we're leaning towards the Warriors. So we might have a 3-point shootout here between Miller and Barach, and then Hoffer and Glidewell. That's going to be some interesting matchups there we got.
If Hanover Central is able to pull out this win, that would be a great matchup to watch here at about 7:30 or 8 o'clock, depending on what time the third-place game gets done. But that'd be a great matchup, like you said, with Austin Miller, Aaron Evans, Bennett Hoffer, so many guys that can shoot the three on Wawasee. And then Hanover Central comes in, and they've got 76 points here, and after three quarters, it'll be a really high-scoring game.
You know, yeah, definitely if both the teams hit their shots like they have, they both hit their shots really well today. There's not going to be any defense, really, if we see that game. But we'll wait to see how this one finishes out here. We still got a whole nother quarter to play. You know, as I say, anything can happen in Indiana basketball. So Lakewood is going to have the ball. Kuntz is going to dribble in. He's going to pass it out to Rostowski. Rostowski is going to be off target, and it looks like it's going to be over the back foul there on Roop, who is going. So the Lakewood is going to get the ball back. Fowler has the ball. He's double teamed here. He tries to find Bontrager, and the ball is going to be tipped out, and the Lakewood is going to maintain possession here.
You know, one of the bright spots today here for Lakewood has been Bontrager and Miller. They're two big men. Bontrager, just a freshman. He's been playing very well here tonight, and he might have a bright future here at Lakewood.
Absolutely, and Farnsworth is going to get the bucket there for Lakewood. It looks like Roop is going to dribble up court here for Hanover Central, and they're kind of slowing the pace down here a little bit. And Roop is actually just going to turn the ball over there. Pike's going to dribble up court. It looks like he's going to find Farnsworth in the corner. Farnsworth is going to pass it to Miller. Miller is going to miss the jumper from the elbow, and we're going to go way up court. And Keith Kuntz is going to get the bucket there. And it's going to be a timeout, Hanover Central, 78-57 with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And we'll be right back here with more Wawasee Boys Basketball Holiday Invitational action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Brook Point Inn in Syracuse, offering an indoor saltwater pool, romantic getaways, cabin rental, zip line, a weekly yoga and water aerobics class, and facilities for your wedding, private party, or event. Brook Point Inn, just west of Burger King in Syracuse, 574-457-4466 or online at brookpointinn.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Lakewood is going to get the ball here after this timeout. Pike's going to have the ball. He's going to pass it way across court to Fowler. Fowler's going to be double teamed. It looks like, I'm not really sure what happened there. We had a ref whistle.
Not quite sure what this is about. Looking up here at the clock, might be running, looks like they're running a couple seconds off the clock here before they get this game started. Looks like they're in about 6 or 7 seconds off the clock.
I really don't know why there, but it looks like Lakewood is still going to have the ball, and Pike is going to dribble up court here for Lakewood. He's going to pass it to Fowler. Fowler's going to find Farnsworth. Farnsworth is going to spin, jump around, and try to shoot, but he's off target there. Defensive rebound is going to go to Lakewood, but it's going to be tipped out of bounds, and Hanover Central is going to get the possession arrow. 78-57 with 6 minutes, 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It looks like Roop is going to dribble up court here for Hanover. Hanover's kind of just slowing the pace down here, kind of just taking some time off the clock here.
Kind of wanted them to see them score 100 points just because you never see that happen in high school basketball when there's no shot clock.
Yeah, but that's you really don't want to see. That's a little bit disrespectful to the other team. They're putting up 100 points for absolutely no reason. Kuntz is going to get the shot. He's going to miss it. Pike's going to throw it way up court. It's going to be stolen there by Rostowski. And then he's going to find Dylan Kuntz, who's going to get the buckets. 80-57, 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Farnsworth has the ball. He's going to find Bontrager. He gets it tipped up there, and it's going to be stolen by Keith Kuntz. Keith is going to drive all the way in. He's going to get the blocking foul called.
Hanover Central is slowing it down a little bit, but they aren't slowing it down like you would think that a team up 23 points would be doing. I don't think that their offense really knows how to slow it down. They keep getting turnovers and just keep pushing it up and down the court. They're slowing it down that much.
Yeah, and it looks like Keith Kuntz is going to miss his first free throw, and we are going to have a mass substitution here for both teams. That was a great performance by Bontrager and Miller. They both played absolutely phenomenal basketball. Nothing to hang their heads there about. Keith Kuntz is going to shoot his second free throw here, and he's going to be on target.
See here, Hanover actually put all their starters back in, it looks like.
I'm really not sure why they're putting back in their starters, but it looks like Blake Miller's going to dribble up court here. He's going to pass it to the wing. Lakewood is going to shoot the bucket, and Ingram's going to get the bucket there. And Popko is going to dribble up court. He's going to pass it out to Glidewell. Glidewell's going to shoot the three, and he's on target.
84-60 here with 5.5 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. Hanover Central could very easily match their season-high point total.
Miller is going to have the ball. He's going to pass it out to the corner. It's going to be off target there, and Hanover Central is going to get the defensive rebound, and it looks like Ludwig gets fouled. Is the coach trying to match his best game, or why is he putting all his starters here when he's up 24 points with 5 minutes left in the game?
You got to think that he's trying for, like you said, either season high or maybe even 100 points. But up 24 with 5 minutes left, there's not really any point to have all 5 of your starters in at this stage in the game.
And Ludwig is going to make his first free throw, especially if they have a championship game coming up in 5 hours. Ludwig is going to be off target there on his second free throw. Cruz is going to get the defensive rebound. Miller is going to dribble up court. He's going to pass it to Ingram. Ingram's kind of just slowing the pace down here. He's going to find Cruz there, and it's going to get stolen there, but Lakewood Park is able to steal the ball back. Ingram with the fancy footwork, but he's off target. And then Lakewood, Hanover's going to get the defensive steal. Popko tries to shoot the shot, but he's off target there. And it looks like we're going to have a blocking foul there on Popko. Popko's really just got to hit that wide open layup.
And, that's a great point about them having another game here in about 5 or 6 hours. When you have all 5 of your starters in, you need to get them rest when they're up 25 points. And, it gives Wawasee more chance to look at what you do on offense and defense. It gives them more time to scout you.
Yeah, and Lakewood is going to miss their free throw. Lucido's going to pull it to the free throw line, three-point line. He's going to miss the shot. Defensive rebound is going to go to Harmon for Lakewood. He's going to pass it to Ingram. Ingram searching. 85-60 with 4.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Hanover lead. Ingram has the ball there at the wing. He's going to drive in. He's going to kick it out to the corner, and the bucket is going to be made there by Cruz.
85-63 with 4:08 left here to play in this fourth quarter. Hanover Central is still just driving, throwing up shots.
Popko is going to make the bucket there, giving them 87 points. And it looks like the ball's going to get kicked around there, but Lakewood able to maintain possession. Tries to go down low to Ingram. Ingram's going to kick it out. He's going to shoot the shot there. And the bucket is going to be made there by Moretti. Lucido is going to pull it from the three-point line, and he's going to make the shot. That is 90 points for Hanover with 3.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 90-66.
Let's see here. Taking a look at these top scorers here for Hanover. Number 5, Glidewell, has 26 points. Number 22, Lucido, has 13. And then number 23, Barach, has 23 points.
Yeah, they really just can't slow this offense down here. But we'll be right back here with more Wawasee Boys Holiday Invitational action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Wawasee basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Chubby's Pub and Grub in Syracuse. Before the game, burgers, wings, fries, pizza, and dinner specials. Chubby's Pub and Grub inside Wawasee Bowl on State Road 13 in Syracuse. Proudly supporting our Wawasee Warrior athletes.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
We are back here at the Hardwood TPS. Hanover leads 90-66 with 3.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And it looks like Hanover is still going to keep a couple of its starters in, but they're going to pull most of them out. So dribbling up the court for Lakewood is Moriarty. He's going to pass it to the wing. Ingram now has the ball at the top of the key. He's going to pass it to the wing, and then he's going to pass it to Miller. Miller's going to pass it back to Ingram. Ingram's searching here. He's going to try to go down low. He's going to find Cruz. Cruz is going to kick it out here to Ingram. Ingram's going to be off target. The defensive rebound is going to go to Dylan Kuntz. Dylan Kuntz is going to drive in. He's going to pass out to Popko. Popko's going to miss a shot there, and the defensive rebound is going to go to Lakewood.
90-66 here. Hanover leads with 2 minutes, 50 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter.
And Ingram, let's see, I think that might have been a travel.
They called a jump ball on that one as Ingram was driving in, and Hanover Central got a couple hands on that, and he couldn't really do anything with that.
Lakewood's going to maintain possession here. We got it. Yep, he's going to pass it up top there to Cruz. Cruz is going to miss a shot. The possession arrow is going to go to Hanover. 90-66 with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in this game. Rostowski is going to dribble up court here for Hanover. He's going to pass it to Dylan Kuntz. Kuntz is going to pass it to Popko. Popko's going to go straight down low to a cutting Rostowski, but Rostowski misses the shot. Dylan Kuntz is going to get the defensive rebound. Rostowski's going to go back up, and he's going to get fouled there.
Let's see here. Foul. See who the foul is going to be on here. Foul is going to be on number 40, Moriarty. His first.
So it looks like we're going to get 2 free throws here. Rostowski's off target there.
92-66. Hanover still leads. Going to be pushing for that 100-point mark here.
Rostowski's going to make his second free throw, and it looks like the Lakewood Park is going to dribble up court here. Moriarty has the ball. He's going to pass it, and then he's going to kick it out to the corner there. It looks like we were trying to find Ingram there, but he ends up almost hitting a fan in the stands. That was a
pass was about 5 rows up in the stands. Just a bad pass there by Ingram.
Dylan Kuntz is going to quickly take advantage of this Lakewood Park, who is not paying any attention. And it looks like the 3 is going to be off target there by Bonner, and Lakewood Park is going to dribble up court here.
And, you know, Moriarty was asking, who's got him, who's got him? He was shouting at his own teammate, trying to figure out who had Kuntz, because nobody was guarding Kuntz in the backcourt.
And Moriarty is going to dribble in. He's going to kick it out to the corner, back up to the wing. Cruz now has the ball. He's going to pass it up there at the very top, up by the logo. Harmon's going to now have that. They're going to pass it down low. Back up top, Moriarty shoots a 3, and he's on target. 69-91, Hanover leads. Popko is going to dribble up court here for Hanover, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Lakewood.
Got a pretty empty gym here for the last couple minutes of this second game. You know, I think that this gym might get a little packed, though, tonight for the 7:30 championship game.
Yeah, Dylan Kuntz is going to be off target there, but the defensive rebound is going to go to Hanover Central. Kuntz has it, and he's going to pass it, and then he's going to pass it in the corner, and then it looks like the shots there off target by Bonner. It's going to be tipped out of bounds, but Hanover is going to maintain possession.
And, you know, looking ahead to this championship matchup here tonight of the Basketball Holiday Invitational, this is going to be a great matchup here tonight as Hanover turns the ball over. Bad pass.
Bad pass, yes. And Lakewood is going to maintain possession. 91-69, 56.6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We really look for both teams kind of just to slow the ball down. Moriarty is going to kick it up to Ingram. Ingram's going to shoot the 3. He's going to be off target. Defensive rebound is going to go to Hanover. Hanover is still pushing the ball up quickly, and the ball ends up getting stolen there by Lakewood Park. I'm kind of surprised they're still pushing it up so quickly. Moriarty is going to dribble up court, though. He's going to kick it out to the corner, and the 3-point is going to be off target there by Harmon. Popko is going to get the defensive rebound, and he's going to pass it way up court. He's going to shoot the shot, and he's going to be off target.
Looks like he was fouled there on that shot. Number 33, Kuntz.
Keith Kuntz is going to shoot 2 free throws here.
Actually, looking at this roster, this is the first time that has noticed this. There's actually 2 Kuntz on the team.
Yeah, we have Keith and Dylan. Dylan's been getting a little bit more of the playing time here, but Keith is going to make the first free throw.
92-69 here with 22.7 left to play here in the fourth quarter.
And Keith Kuntz is going to be off target there with his second free throw, and it looks like Lakewood is going to just kind of slow this ball game down. And Ingram now has it. He's really not looking to score here. He's just kind of looking to set up a play and just kind of get a little something going with 5 seconds left in this game. And Moriarty's going to jack up the shot. He's going to be off target. Defensive rebound is going to go to Hanover. 92-69. Hanover wins this ball game.
Big win here for Hanover. 92-69. Lakewood Park is going to be in the third place game here tonight at 6 o'clock. They'll be taking on Garrett. But the matchup of the night is going to be Hanover Central and Wawasee here tonight, directly following that 6 o'clock game.
You know, that actually might be an interesting matchup. I could see some very high points being scored there. As we talked about, the 2 star players here for Hanover is going to go to Glidewell, and Barach shot absolutely fantastic from the three. Glidewell had wide open shots. He was able just to get easy buckets there. And those are my two players of the game for Hanover Central. What about you for Lakewood?
For Lakewood, the two players are Dylan Miller and Bontrager. Both Bontrager, just a freshman here. Both of those guys played very well down low in the post. Obviously not the type of night that you're looking for on the scoreboard, but you can't be trading twos for threes. If you're going to be scoring twos and the other team's just going to be scoring threes, you're going to lose almost every time. These guys played very well. They just couldn't get any threes to fall.
Yeah, it's really not something to hang your head up. 69 points in almost any other situation would win a high school basketball game. That's a lot of points here, and if they just would have fixed the turnovers. And we'll be right back here with more Wawasee Basketball Holiday Invitational action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Lake City Bank, serving Indiana with 49 offices. We are proud to support all of our Wawasee Warrior teams. Find an office online at lakecitybank.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you today by State Farm Insurance agent Dan Buckman behind Syracuse Glass. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Online at dan4insurance.com. Go Warriors!
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Syracuse Glass, offering custom frame mirrors, shower enclosures, residential and commercial window glass, custom glass for furniture, and auto glass repair and replacement for over 25 years. Syracuse Glass next to Burger King on State Road 13, 574-457-5516.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Pizza King in North Webster and Syracuse, offering pizza, subs, pasta, salads, and more with delivery service. Pizza King in North Webster, 834-2565, and Syracuse, 457-5446, or online at pizza-king.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV is brought to you in part by Northern Lakes Realty in Syracuse, a full-service team helping clients buy and sell homes as well as assisting with leasing opportunities. Northern Lakes Realty is a proud supporter of Wawasee Athletics, located across from Pickwick Theater in Uptown Syracuse, 574-457-2880 or online at nlrealtyllc.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG-TV.
Once again, we'd like to welcome you back to the Hardwood TP. And just to wrap things up here, Hanover defeated Lakewood, so they will face Wawasee in the championship, and Lakewood will face Garrett at roughly 6:30 tonight. So before we sign off, we would like to give a huge thank you to all our sponsors, Northern Lakes Realty, Pizza King, Syracuse Glass, State Farm Insurance agent Dan Buckman, Lake City Bank, Chubby's Pub and Grub, Brook Point Inn, Syracuse Pizza Hut, Pilcher Shoes, Oakwood Resort, Shop Off Drive-In, Foil Plumbing, Goshen Home Medical, 1950 Signs and Graphics, and Sox Marina.
And we'd like to thank everybody who works behind the scenes as well for this. We'd like to thank the two broadcasters earlier, Andrew Mamone and Rhett Koblenz. The two broadcasters coming in tonight at 6 o'clock for the third place game will be Bill Dixon and Kaz Zinal, and those working behind the scenes in the TV studio, Connor Lucas, Sarah Mills, and Kaylina Chupp. And, Braxton, this 7:30 game, I'm actually pretty excited for this game because it'll be a great game here tonight at the Hardwood TP. I encourage everyone to come out if you can see this live. If not, Rhett and Andrew would do a fantastic job on the radio once
yeah,
again.
They definitely will do a fantastic job. If you're going to come out, you're going to be in for a treat for a great offensive game from each of these teams. So once again, we'd like to thank you for tuning in, and I would just like to thank Mr. Van Loo and Mr. Huffman for giving us this opportunity to be able to bring back some of the old people to help out the newbies, as in Rhett, Andrew, and Mason. So thank you for tuning in tonight, and we look forward to tuning in tonight at 6:30 for our consolation game. Have a